fucked it up. Damn.
It wouldn't be the show if you didn't.
Damn perfect edition comments. I forgot to share it. Okay.
Now here's the OmniDog OmniCat show. It's the place to sit if you'd like to know more about the books that they've read. Kristen likes Lumberjanes and Steven. Jess likes Monroe, Jimmy Olsen. And you're in luck because they're ahead.
What would it be without my screwing it up? It would suck if I didn't screw it up.
I mean,
it's a OmniDog and OmniCat.
Yep, I'm here.
Did everybody hear the song? Or do I need to play it again? Tell me if you heard the song.
People heard it.
Huh?
People heard it.
This is my favorite show. Great timing, too. Just finished my workday. Peace and love from Crashline. Old man yells at StreamYard. Oh, okay. Wait. Heard the song. Okay. So I am OmniDog, and this is OmniCat, and this is things that
suck.
This is the edition where we don't hold back. We are going to share our things that suck. In the comics industry, comic books. I don't know that we're going to name names, but if it comes up,
maybe
we'll say it. We might. Yeah. My technical skills suck, but apparently people like that. If I have batter days down just right, but this show suffers from my technical suckage. So
it's part of the charm.
Part of the charm. Okay. Honestly, slightly messing up the intro makes my anticipation levels go through the roof. Oh, and here's Jessica. I have no clue what's happening, but I am happy to be here.
Glad you could be here.
Yeah, glad to have you, Jessica. And we are... you were right, Perfect Edition. We talked about it before the show. I'm like, I'm going to show Perfect Edition comics. Just crashing and burning.
Yeah, that's what you get.
That's what I get for trying to do the show, right? This is what he was saying, and I was like, I'm going to show him. Here's something I can address because I know some things about something, and that is... Okay, wait. Whoa, we've already got a bunch of things that suck. Things that suck. Boom and the Something is Killing the Children special edition slipcase.
Does it suck anymore, though? Because they're at least printing more.
But those are going to say second printing on them, so anybody that's an obsessive first... wait till I'm finished. Anybody that wants a first printing collection is going to be... out of the first printing collection.
Sure. But I'll say for this industry in particular, this collector circle, at least people who I know, don't care about that. It's not going to actually say second printing on the cover or anything. The foil will be a different color. Maybe it'll be a better color.
It's called the second edition of something.
I heard the foil on the slipcase will just be a different color.
I heard that
maybe on the interior it'll say that.
It's going to say bigger than Something is Killing the Children. It's going to say second printing across.
Are you making this up?
Yes.
Okay.
Saw photos of ones that came in. The slipcase looked like someone tried to crush it for recycle. Things that suck. Where are they on our list? Because that's
Penguin Random House? Yeah.
Yep, that's Penguin Random House. Yeah, they're right under something is killing the children slipcase for me. Penguin Random House. They are responsible for tons of damage, not only in the hardcover market, where they should know because they ship novels and paperbacks and first edition printings of like hardcovers out. That's their business, but they ruined floppies for their first week of being in the industry. And Penguin Random House, you suck, because when it comes to floppies, I read that an unidentified person, it was here locally. They have a local, Penguin Random House has a local distribution center here, and that a large retailer locally had them come to his store and showed them exactly how to ship things. And they said, and they were writing it down, and they said, okay, I have no proof of this, but the only big store around here is the one I go to, and that's Third Eye Comics. I won't say who the owner is, but he's a friend of mine. And if you don't listen to him, you're stupid, because he's made a living and grown his business into 5 or 6 stores since being in a little cubbyhole that I used to go to in 2008. He's one of the best comic stores in North America. And if you don't listen when someone with that kind of experience is telling you how to package your books, you suck. And you know who else has been telling them how to package their books? By calling him up and yelling at him because of his damaged books that he's received?
DesignBreedCollectors.com, which is exactly what I was just going to tell you. He made a great post about it. So check out his Instagram too, Dime Breed Collectors. I think there's underscores involved. I'll look it up.
Oh, Johnny did?
Yeah.
Johnny made a post? He likes to be called Johnny, apparently. I called him Johnny. He's like, whoa, it's Johnny or John-E-Boy. And I said, I'm not putting those dashes in that name. Forget it. Dine_breed_collectors on Instagram.
He made a great post about it. There's like 3 posts back. He lit him up. They told him what's up. He's like, I usually don't like to do this, but here's the deal. It's a great post. Go check it out. Follow him on Instagram and check out his website, because now $100 orders or more get free shipping.
Free shipping on $100 or more. That's a big deal. So I guess that kind of negates our trick. Well, I guess trick or treat code still works for $100 or under $100. So if you're only ordering a couple books and it's not $100, our code is trick or treat. So actually, it's even more. It's an even more valuable code.
Yes, you're so right.
Thank you. I pivoted right in the middle of that thought.
Yeah. You just want one book or one Omni. That's probably under 100. Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. That's the code for free shipping, and over $100 is free shipping for the rest of his time on Earth, or until he changes his mind. I don't know. But he and I had a long conversation yesterday, and he came up with that, and good for him. And he was spitting fire about Penguin Random House. And I think he's our next show. We're going to have him on.
Well, he has to talk about that then, for sure.
I'll let him tell the story. Yeah, good idea. I'll let him say exactly what happened, because he's got a lot to say. I talked to him the whole way to Annapolis, which is an hour away, and we sat in the I sat in the parking lot for half an hour before I even went into the store. But it was a good talk, so I could understand where he was coming from, and I could understand where he could understand where I was coming from. And he was furious at Penguin Random House, and that's why that Something Is Killing the Children slipcase looked so badly flush Jackson. You can get the regular edition next month, I guess, but the slipcases will be available in July to try and rectify their mistake. I think plenty of people will be happy with the regular edition. I happen to want the slipcase edition just because I thought it was cool, and it says in big letters in it, first printing, extremely valuable, only 30% allocated now on it. So that's what
I think the foil stamp's going to be better on the second one. I'm calling it right now. I'm saying it right now. I think the stamp color will be better because now it's like silver. It'll probably be red or something, and I think that's cooler.
And our fans will remember that almost a year from now in July when it gets reprinted.
Yeah, so if it's like
that.
If it's like green or something weird, you let me know, and I'll be like, "That's a boom problem." But I bet it'll be like red or something, right? Because blood.
Because blood, and our fans will remember. You don't bother writing it down that you predicted that, because our fans will remember and jam you up for it. Let's see. Some people have to get off work, and because Marcelo had to get off. Things that suck, having to leave early because of work meetings.
Oh, it's a bummer.
I'm sorry, Marcelo, but it's good to see you here. And here's another, that's a good point. Just wanted to read the book. Sure. That's awesome. Click the like button. Please click the like button. Yeah, thank you. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave comments, that kind of thing. And participate in the chat for things that suck. Here's a good one. Before we even get into our parts, Jack Kirby's Thing, inked by Dick Ayers, sucks. Where did that happen, Super Laugh Hard? I thought you were going to go with Jack Kirby's Superman face being erased and penciled, inked in by Vince Colletta back in the beginning of Fourth World. That's where I thought you were going, but I didn't know about Jack Kirby's Thing inked by Dick Ayers. So you're saying Jack Kirby had pencils and they were inked by Dick Ayers. Okay, I think worse, but your point is made, is what I just said. Kirby, Superman, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to repeat myself. See what I did there? I repeated myself. It's a joke. In this, did I already highlight this? I'm going to highlight it again. I think I did highlight it, but thank you, Crashline. Everybody heard the song. This time you didn't start the show screaming and ranting. No, that's not Kristen and my's thing. That's more me and Omni Bros, and then I unleashed it on Taylor. Chris Brogan, happy Tuesday, OmniDog. Well, I think you meant OmniCat and chat.
It could be you twice.
Yeah, happy Tuesday, OmniDog and chat. Hello, you wholesome beauties.
That's lovely.
The talented Max Appleman, who sends me his videos of his jazz guitar playing. Major talent. Chris corrected himself.
Oh, thank you.
I've gotten all your videos, Max. I love them. Don't send them to IG. Don't even contact me on IG anymore, because I barely go there. I'm so stupid with IG. I know I should be posting more, but I concentrate more on YouTube. So if you even wanted to tell me, hey, have you seen, listen to my music, use the email I gave you. I gave you my personal email. Why am I, this is Aiku, Strope Waffle Man. Why am I watching this while watching football? You must be a millennial. Wait, we got an aggressive something. This is how I get behind in our thing, because I go to something and then it takes me right to the son of a bitch. Oh, aggressively dislike. You must be talking about something is killing the children.
That's fair.
Motor crash lines. So I got a copy of Motor Girl Omni in the mail. Thanks to you guys. I hope it's good. No.
It'll be amazing.
It will be.
Because it is.
Yeah, we both recommended it. We both loved it. What's up, Omnifauna? Checking in early while finishing up work. Don't tell my boss.
I
I'm
wouldn't dare.
interested, Van Uncles. I'm interested with D.H. McAdams too. What work can you be doing? Say, I'm way old school, so I don't know. What work in the office can you be doing and still watching this nonsense? I mean, don't you? Isn't there like stuff you have to do? How do you have this on too?
A lot of offices will let you like put in earbuds and stuff now. Not all of them, but I've heard of a lot of them.
While you're pretending to tap away at your spreadsheet and stuff?
Yeah, I did that when I worked at a law firm. I just listened to podcasts all day.
Oh, okay.
Can't do that now. But
oh, look at his picture.
oh, I love it. The cat's gone.
I can bring it back.
I like it.
Here talks me, Pete. You two are the nicest people and a joy to watch. This is going to be fun. You think we're nice, huh? Wait till we get to
Just
the
wait.
first. I think the first thing that we talk about is probably going to be the exact same thing. I'm pretty sure I'll go 1, 2, 3, and we'll read it at the same time, and we'll see if it's the exact same. Things that suck, missing the first few minutes of a surprise show. I did put out a notice yesterday that said this is when the show was going to be on. Atit, do you not get notices from my channel? Because I always post notices in the community tab that I think get sent out that say...
I saw it.
Okay. Things that suck. Inconsistent and unreliable systems for pre-orders. Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight to topic, no sponsors or tangents. These hosts mean business. Obviously, I'm catching up. Well, I did work our sponsor in there. People debating second edition slipcase. That's not what our show's about, though. Our show's about first world problems.
Anyone starving does suck.
I
think we all agree with that.
Kids
Number
are
one thing that
starving in
sucks.
America. Yeah. Let's start with America. There's kids going to preschool or so they can have breakfast.
Yeah.
Their parents can't afford breakfast, so they get them to school early so they can be fed.
We're starting with the biggest sucks, aren't we? That's a bummer.
Yeah. You want to talk about something that sucks? Yeah.
Something is killing those children.
That's right. And the show's over.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. I have heard a few things about PRH getting feedback on how to ship things they've never shipped. Completely anecdotal as well, Juz. Mine's not anecdotal. I got a fire-breathing call from our sponsor yesterday about you gave them heavy feedback, and I know that I know that they've had plenty of time to get prepared. Plenty of time to get prepared. Whoa, I never even saw this. Jack Talks Comics. Thank you for the super chat.
Amazing.
You know what worked last time for Taylor and I is when Taylor, this is your part, dared the chat to make super chats.
I dare you all to give us super chats.
That was the least emotional dare I've ever heard.
I mean, they don't have to do that. People are starving. Come on.
Do you want to give the chat money?
Oh, absolutely not. I can't afford it. I need food. Can't.
I'll start things off by making sure you get your share of the money from the last live stream with Tyler. Did Tyler get super chats? I also get Taylor and Tyler mixed up, but thank you for the super chat. Super appreciate it. Watching from work, there's the cat guy. Good way to pass the time. I saw Dying Breed's photos. Oh, did he show photos of the bent up packaging that he got on the books?
He showed one of those boxes. It looked pretty brutal.
Well, and it's not like he's one of the big retailers where he gets 40 copies of a book, and if 10 of them are damaged, he'll still have 30 to sell. He'll get a shipment where everything's damaged, and he can't send out anything that week until he goes through a whole process to return the books and to get them sent back. So It is a serious problem. Dying breed looks awesome. Sadly, no shipping to Canada. I offered to trade in maple syrup and poutine. Ooh, poutine. No dice. I forgot you were from Canada. I'm sorry, Crashline. What a transition. Jess, I checked out Romeo Avoid. No, it's Romeo Void. Based on your recommendation. Seems cool. Gives me Susie and the Banshee vibes. No, Romeo Void taught Susie and the Banshees how to play, I think. Romeo Void. Now you got me saying it. Romeo Void, trend-setting, amazing band from the early 80s. I saw them 3 times. One time they were an hour and a half late because their van broke down on the way there, and I still waited. Things that suck. I don't have the lady in the pink pants for Lou's contract info. Oh. Lou's in New Hampshire. That's from last night's show.
Yeah. Can we pause there?
Here we go. Here's the bone you have to pick with me. Okay.
Here's the deal. No, you don't even know. I know what you're thinking, and we can go there if you want. But I don't think you want.
Go where you will. I probably deserve it.
James, for the past, I want to say every show we've done this year has said, hey, you all should do a Kickstarter show. Yet, last night during Omni Bros, you go, when was OmniCat involved? And then you lose your mind and you pick all these titles with Jess in the title. And I'm like, what are you saying right now? James has suggested this a million times now for us to do together. And you're acting like I was never involved. What's the deal? Things that suck. That sucks.
That was supposed to be funny. And it was, because it was a funny rant.
Was it? Because you acted like you had no idea. You never heard this idea before, and OmniCat was definitely not involved. I was like, what is happening right now?
We're going to do a show called Inside Kickstarter, and it's going to be a monthly show.
But it's like called Kicking It with Jess or something. Like that's.
Well, they were no. It was Inside Kickstarter with OmniDog or something. So I was playing up to the bit. It was Omni Road, so I was playing up to the bit.
Okay. Sure. You were just like, she'll never see this.
She doesn't watch Omni Bros.
She doesn't watch this.
No, I had I could never leave you behind on a Kickstarter thing. I
was so baffled. I was like, is he acting like he's never heard this idea before? Like,
okay, well, in my defense, I don't have we okay. Taylor will tell you, obviously I have a bad memory. Have we talked about doing a monthly Kickstarter show, the two of us?
Yes, James has suggested this in like every chat. James, let me know. Let me know. You're with me here. He suggests this on like every show we do. And I'm always like, yeah, we need to do that. Yeah, we need to do that.
Is that on the list?
Yeah.
Show
it's literally
on the
list. Okay. I'll have to find it among my other notes. Let's see.
Meanwhile,
here's
I'll play
the last
a little music.
10-5. Just show 10-5. Okay. Here's some lists. I even put his name. Kickstarter Rex Monthly. James Abel. Right there. That was only the last time he said it, because he said it before.
10-5. That's this month.
Yeah,
that's
it was
like last show.
Yeah, that's when I made the list. Remember, you were like, "Let's make this list." I was like, "All right."
I'm saying it doesn't look good for me here. I don't remember things. That's my only defense. I wasn't going to cut you out.
That's fair.
I just have a bad memory.
Listening, I was like, "What's happening right now?"
Oh no!
It was too late to text you. I was going to text you, and I was like, "I'm not going to wake him up for this."
Why? What time in the morning were you doing?
Oh, it was like 3 a.m.
Oh yeah, you would have awakened me.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that.
No,
We'll save it for content. I just want to make sure you didn't forget me. I'm like, I know this has happened.
Yeah. No. it's definitely going to be a show. We just have to talk about it.
It's fine. I can do it on my channel alone. It's fine.
Your channel?
That's right. I'll revive it with that show.
This, just so everyone knows, I let this happen because it's good content. We wanted to do it before the show, but I said, hold it.
That's
Save
true.
it for the show.
I was like, I'll do it before the show. And you're like, no, content.
I didn't know it was gonna. I didn't know it was gonna be such a big whipped cream pie to the face. But
it could have been worse.
could it have been?
Yeah,
I mean,
I could have referenced James's comment in particular, but I didn't. So
you what?
I could have referenced that comment from him in particular, but instead I just talked about the Kickstarter thing.
If
that
you
would have
were
been worse.
offended by, I totally will own showing the pink pants girl too. My wife. The reason I showed it is because my wife caught me as she was. It was more of a. It was more showing. I showed pictures last night of our New Hampshire trip. My wife asked for my camera so she could see the photos and download the ones she wanted, and she found a couple that I shot of behind view of a blonde woman in pink tights.
Just very creepy.
Yeah.
Very inappropriate.
Yeah.
You didn't have her consent to take her picture.
Oh,
you definitely didn't have her consent to show the whole internet.
But I never showed her face.
Doesn't matter.
Huh?
Okay, if she just pulled a put on your video, she would know that's her. Also, I don't think this is the argument you want to pull here. I mean,
oh, I have no argument. I'm just explaining where it's coming from. I thought this is where you were going at first.
No, that's why I said I think you know, but I wasn't going to bring this up, and you're keeping it going.
Okay,
so.
yeah, I think I should shut up.
I mean, you're digging that hole.
I am. Oh, look, a viewer comment.
Have you read Snapdragon? Yes, I have. I had it recommended recently, and given that it's by the author of Lumberjanes, figure you might have an opinion on it. Was it good? It was amazing. Jess has read it too. I made him read it.
Yep.
We both loved it, right?
I loved it. Yeah.
It's great.
Have it. It's a smaller book, like.
Yeah. I don't have it near me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in one of my smaller shelves.
It's great. It's one of the best things I've read the past few years.
Yeah, I agree. It was awesome. You think your slipcase is on the way.
I hope it is.
Yeah, well, actually, I hope so too.
He may have a tracking number.
Yeah, if it is, Chris, I do hope you get it. Yeah, Lou's is the diner that I went to in New Hampshire, in Hanover. It's the greatest food ever. Did you see? Never mind.
I saw the food after. Yeah, it did look really good. Yeah.
The food is good. Yeah. Doug McAdams mentioned vacuum cleaners. Wah, wah.
I like how you skip right past it's a simple rule to remember. OmniCat is always right.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I swear I didn't even see it.
It was the comment right under.
My attention to it. I was thinking about Lou's.
I mean, in some situations, this is true.
Well, you're right in both of these situations. I definitely made a mistake twice. The first thing you called me out on was I was just joking, but the second thing is real. That's damaging, and I should know better. No, you're right. I have a daughter, and I should know better. You're 100% right.
Well, it's good of you to say that and know that. Yeah,
no, I own my mistakes. It was it was a mistake, and I definitely apologize. I don't know who I'm apologizing to for it. I owe her the apology.
Yeah.
Really. So I don't know that I'll ever see her again, and I don't know that I would recognize her because she had a mask on when she left. She's wearing the same tights? I don't know.
On behalf of women, maybe you should just apologize to women.
I apologize to women, and I will not do that offensive behavior anymore. I
There you
own
go.
that mistake. I know it's wrong to do, and I won't do it anymore. And that you will ever find out about. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Why do you keep?
I have to say, we just did a story on this where I work. One of the shows that we air did a whole like investigative reporter piece on dudes creeping in the park, taking pictures of
One
women.
those guys.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no, just one of those guys.
Ooh, I've
Just saying.
become that which I hate.
You don't want to be that guy. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I'm not ever doing that again.
Okay.
No, never. Never. Not doing it. Hello. Saw that you recently sold all your Conan Omnis. LOL, I wanted it. Sorry, Sif. Yeah, they were taking up space and I was never really going to read them. Comic book burnout sucks.
I think that's like any reading burnout in particular. I think we've all been there.
I think so too. Here's a good question for you.
What do you think of John Allison's other comics besides Giant Days? I adore Steeple. I adore Bad Machinery. What else?
What's the book I have upstairs? The
Wicked
Girl
Things?
Detective.
Wicked
What is
Things. Wicked Things.
Wicked Things, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read all of that yet, but what I've read I really like. So I love him. Yeah. If there's more, I'm forgetting. Everything I've read so far, though, I really like.
I should probably get to the most immediate comments calling me a pervert and idiot. But we're going to go in order. Some of the inkers for Kirby and the early Fantastic Four are a bit ropey. Okay. Vince Coletta's work sucks in general. FedEx just delivered my DCBS package by putting it in my trash can.
Oh my gosh, what?
Was it DH McAdams that, or somebody had their FedEx put it on their grill?
I mean, that's kind of funny, but the trash can thing is not funny.
Well,
like your outdoor trash can, they were like, open it up or like on top of it. It says in.
It says in my trash can.
That's
I read
weird.
One time it was raining and the post office always brings my packages to the door. And it was raining and it was a different person because I have tipped the young woman that's brought all my heavy packages to the door. And so she wouldn't do it, but it was a backup worker, I guess. And it was gently raining, but they just left my big package at the mailbox so it would get wet. And we checked it out, my wife and I, and any of these delivery services have no obligation legally to bring it to your doorstep. They can just leave it at the end of your driveway. We're just actually lucky they will bring it to our doorstep. They do that out of the kindness of their heart. So we're just lucky in that way.
I gotta say, it's interesting when I hear about people in other countries and how they deal with their mail. Like, especially, I think the UK, anyone in the UK watching, let me know. But I know a lot of it's different than America, where like our packages are just left to the masses to take, right? But a lot of other places, they don't do it like that. And I'm like, man, don't you wish we didn't have the system? It's pretty flawed because even when it rains here, like I don't have a big porch, right? I just have the doorstep and there's the over thing. And it's little. So my packages always get wet. If it's raining, like I just hope for the best.
Oh.
I know places like Dime Breed Collectors, I don't have to worry about it because that book is like inside the package. It's in plastic. It has stuff around it.
Yeah.
Versus like other places, Amazon, they'll just throw it in there. So everything in the bottom like seeps into it and it's a nightmare.
When Dying Breed Johnny comes on our show, he's going to I told him we would both have I told him anyway, because your books have been all been pushed back. Any books you want have all been pushed back into 2023. But the latest book I have, I'm going to leave in the package. He says there's because I've told him how much I struggle opening them with like scissors and X-Acto knives and everything. He says there's an easy system to opening all his packaging.
Oh, I'd like to know this too, because I'm always like, I got the scissors, and I love the struggle, right? Because it's really good packaging. But I'm always like, okay, this is going to take a minute. Like, get scissors, pull out the thing. I have the same problem. So I'll be curious to know that. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'll just leave it in the box, and he's going to instruct me. Oh, is this true?
Yeah.
Happy
It's his
birthday. Nice. Things that suck. Amazon's packaging. Things that suck. Wait. Oh, this is true. I'm just glad we got those first two seasons, given how what's the word I'm looking for? Not controversial, but I don't know, just how R-rated, I guess, the show is. Have you watched it at all?
I haven't. I don't have HBO anymore, so I just haven't even touched it.
Oh, I think they show it on YouTube for free, but bleeped out.
Oh, that's kind of lame.
Yeah.
One day I'll get it again.
Yeah. Where did I watch it? I didn't watch it on HBO. I watched it.
I thought that's the only place you could.
I may have had a friend send it to me. So we should probably get off that subject then. But now I have HBO, so it's okay. So I can watch it whenever I want. Okay, yeah, I agree with that, but I don't feel like Clarknado, we should really be calling out people now that I've been called out for my behavior. Let's just let me be the only one getting their name called out. I don't disagree with you, Clarknado, but I also don't. I just feel like your suckage thing can stay in the chat. I don't disagree with that, but let me be the one that takes gets the blows raining down upon them at Festivus.
Blows. No. Those were just facts. That's it. I mean,
they felt like blows. Facts hurt.
Well,
when you're when I'm not saying I didn't deserve them, I'm just saying facts hurt. When you try to tell yourself you're not one and it turns out you are one. No ongoing Batwoman series, also a crime. Very sucky.
Yeah, that sucks.
Release dates being changed suck.
It's rough.
Motor Girl is amazing.
Yes.
Just not getting that statue sucks.
That's for the best.
It was for the best. Will you be playing Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League next year, Jess? You get to control Harley Quinn. Is this a video game you must be talking about? I've got 5 for my PS4 still from 2019 that I haven't played. So Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. Tell me more. I have no problem watching while coding. Wow. That's the millennial generation. I just couldn't. I have trouble just talking and scrolling through these comments. I'm listening while I write legal stuff, also in law firm. Oh, boy, I don't know how people can do that. Just make sure you don't schedule any client meetings for the last hour and shirk off any work I haven't finished earlier in the day. Okay. What sucks is I can't catch the live stream, but I'll watch it later. What doesn't suck is Jess's unpopular opinion about Robert Crumb. Nice mic drop on that one, Jess. Well, thank you. I knew it was going to be unpopular. Are you familiar with that reference?
I am. I watched that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I watch your stuff, you know.
Now I know.
I'm always watching.
Super laugh hard. I like this bizarro angry Jess that has been making appearance of late. And it's got the Groucho Marx face there. Delays in general suck, yeah. Who sucks more, DC or Boom Collected Editions department?
For me personally, I'm
Okay.
picking Boom.
Boom. Okay. Are they doing the Buffy things?
Yes, that's not why. Although they did kind of goof up those last Buffy hardcovers. Do I have that near me? I rearranged everything last night. I don't have it near me, but that is a good point. There's 2 deluxe hardcovers in the new Buffy Boom series, which isn't great, but I bought them anyway. But the second one has some double dipping from the first one. What are we doing here? Okay, so that's crazy. But also, of course, Giant Days hardcovers being discontinued will always hurt my soul until the end of time. Although I do understand from a business perspective, if they're not selling, they're not selling, okay? But I'm sad about it. And I'm mad at them.
Where do we stand with Lumberjanes hardcovers?
A great question, too. I have no idea. I haven't seen another one solicited. There was like 5. Yeah, there's 6. They went 6. And now what? I don't know. I'm upset. Because I'm like, are those done?
So there's still, because all I know is that I have the 6 hardcovers. And I will say, getting that package of those 6 books all at once was one of the most fun and exciting box openings I did, because I'm like, Lumberjanes, OmniCat's told me all about it, and I've heard so many good things. I'm going to start reading this right away. And I actually did. I started reading that right away, and I read it all through. It's still continuing, and is it still being released in trade paperback?
Lumberjanes is finished in singles, so it's been done.
Oh.
And it's been done for a little bit. So, and the trades are still coming out. I have not seen another solicitation for volume 7 of these hardcovers. So I'm like, are they done? I don't know. And maybe if anyone has seen on Twitter or something, I haven't checked, I haven't tweeted them. Maybe I will. If no one knows, I'll tweet them and see. But I'm going to be very upset if they stop these 2, because it has 6 random hardcovers. We're not, and again, business aspect, I kind of get it. If they're not selling after, I don't know. But come on now. I committed to these. What are we doing?
Well, but 6 hardcovers? It must have been selling well for a while to do 6 hardcovers. Did sales just drop off a cliff? I don't think so. Not if it was had a story that was coming to an end and readers were really interested in it.
Yeah, you would think, but I have not seen the next one solicited. So again, maybe someone knows something I don't know. But I'm going to be sad. And these are really like nice. We've showed these before, but you know, they just change colors over time. The spines are really nice. They're really nice little hardcovers, and I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I got to find that out. So if anyone knows anything, please let us know.
I have to pause for a sec. I have to do my pain pump. Do you want to watch?
Oh, sure.
And I'll
really show.
Yeah, because I think it's kind of cool. You take this wireless thingy and you place it on the pump, and then you've got a special foam thing that's for it, and it says deliver bolus, and it does it wirelessly. I do not get any effect from it because this I mean, it's not like I get high from it. Those of you out there who think I'm just going to be sitting here going that's not how it works. But it does. It says connecting to pump 83%, 91%. That was my chair. Bolus has started, so I have to hold it there for a minute, and we can talk.
That's more. That's really fascinating because, you know, is there something under your shirt, like on your stomach? Or no?
Pump, the wireless thing. There's this thing, the wireless thing that I'm holding, and it communicates with the pain pump. The pain pump has all the information in it. The chip in the pain pump is the brains of the thing, really. I
mean, is there a special, like, do you have to put it on your stomach there?
Yeah, that's where the pain pump is.
Okay, that was my question. Okay, got you. Because
this is where the pain pump is, on my stomach.
Okay, and it's inside, right?
Under my skin, yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. You're putting that there, though, because where Reed's pump, you know, he's type 1 diabetic, so he has an insulin pump, but he inserts the insertion thing on his stomach there, and he has an actual, like, you know, cord wire tube. That's the word I'm thinking of.
Catheter?
No, like a tube, like that goes into his stomach, and then it has the insulin in a thing that he like communicates with it there. But it's in the same kind of area. So I was just wondering how yours worked.
Does he? Yeah, mine has a reservoir. The pain pump has a reservoir, and this just and now I'm locked out for a while.
Yeah, his is all like outside his body. The only thing that's inside is like the actual needle that he sticks in, and it's an insertion thing, and it stays a few days, and then he replaces that.
Mine has
the insulin goes from a tube in the pump that's outside his body into his body, where he inserts the thing that stays there. So it's connected to him.
Okay.
But the reservoir and everything is like in his hand. It's like outside of his body.
Yeah, my pump has the medicine in it and a catheter to my spinal column where it drips the medicine into my spinal column. We haven't actually reached the point where it works at all for my pain. So this is really more a function of my just hoping that someday it's going to work. So I'm locked out until like midnight. So
that's interesting, though. I hope it does something for you. That's cool technology.
Eventually it will. Yeah, it is cool technology. Eventually, they keep raising my dosage by 10% every month. So eventually it will help. Boy, this vacuums joke has really been used a lot. I will say, I feel like DC is up to their game recently. The fact that the Batwoman collection actually came out is amazing.
Although that cover sucks.
That cover sucks so bad when you could have chosen so many different nice J.H. Williams pieces. We've got the bottom of her boot staring at us in the face. Why didn't they put a piece of gum that she'd stepped on there too?
It's such a weird angle too, right? Like it's very odd.
That is just yeah, okay, that sucked. I feel like they're upping their game more, but I feel like Boom is always constantly with Irredeemable, the hardcovers. They ran out of Irredeemable soft Omnis. They came back in print. I don't know about Incorruptible, but there may have been a problem with that. They constantly underprint their collections for everything. Sure. So I'm going to go with Boom sucks more. Okay, wait. Jack Talks Comics is referring to something that I missed, and now it's going to put us further back. Jack, where are you?
I think he's referring to that super chat.
Oh, wait. What super chat? Oh,
the one that you already did.
Oh, okay. Oh, his unboxing, the Tyler unboxing. Okay, yeah. I apologize. Yeah, Tyler's unboxing, right? When we do unbox and chill. Yeah, okay. Now I know we have even like a giant one. Here's OmniDog, and here's when I think things started going south for me.
It'll be a therapy episode.
More vacuum cleaner jokes. I'm not putting up any of those vacuum cleaner jokes. You guys have to know how much those jokes suck. I had no idea you'd be discussing the things you think the other sucked at. OmniCat has the receipts.
That's all right.
Jose GN, good morning, Justin Kristen from Singapore. My favorite chat amongst the Omni Collectors Network. You were even more fun than human condition. I'm taking a picture of that and sending it to Omar. Get ready for your close-up there, Chris. Perfect. Thank you, Jose. You are the viewer of the day. Wow, that was awesome. Blame it on the pain meds? I would, but they're not working. I'm not getting any effect from them. No, we didn't fight. She told me where I was wrong, and she's It should have been. Your money should have been. Yeah. Cats and dogs fighting in the street. What was that line from?
Cats and dogs living together, right? Yeah.
Now when I listen to Susie and the Banshees, I'll say, gives me Romeo Void vibes. There you go. Just take a picture. Right. Now, I know there was a super chat that I still haven't got to. Yeah, no, she was right. She's right. I was completely wrong. Judging by the last few minutes, I think you got the thumbnail the wrong way around. That thumbnail, I'm pretty sure that thumbnail was your idea, right?
Oh, please. Yes, it was.
No. I'm saying.
I'm saying, please get it right. Yes. See, that was my idea. Yes, that was me.
That was your idea.
I must take credit because it did come out really nice. And your picture's great, so you killed it.
Thank you. All I did was put it together, and my wife helped me get the angle right. And then I got lost in an hour black hole finding out about Smudge, the cat.
That's hilarious, yeah.
The circumstances around that picture. Then about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills woman and what her life was like then, and the show known as Her Meltdown. I can't remember her name. Then,
you fell down the meme hole.
Yeah, and then I found the original Twitter where the girl put it together and just said, these two photos are everything to me, or crack me up. It was ground zero for that meme, which is amazing. That was a solid 45 minutes to an hour that I was reading up on that. And
so funny. It
just cracked me up that Smudge the cat has way more followers than I could ever have, because he's sitting at and I found out his story that he doesn't like. He jumped up on the table when a guest got up and just looked at that salad and gave that face.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like it when there's other people around. He wants to be included in the dinner, so they always set a place for Smudge.
Yeah,
so
he sits in the chairs. Yep.
Yeah, and they serve him a plate, and he turns his nose up at it. And
Smudge is awesome.
It was great.
I'm telling you, I mean, I get that he has so many followers, though. Look, my cat's only a little, has a fraction of those Smudge followers, right? But my cat also has more followers than I'll ever have, okay? She's at 13.8 thousand Twitter followers.
Wow.
Y'all.
Good for your cat.
People like cats, yeah. My cat's pretty great, though.
Yeah, that's true. Jose feels like DC fandom sucked, with the exception of the Batman trailer and behind the scenes of Aquaman upcoming sequel. Let me get to that super chat that I saw. Oh, Flush. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, wow.
Things that suck. Not this show. Peace, love, and wellness to you guys. Kristen's going to be getting half of this, or whatever's left out after YouTube takes its chunk.
I'll take that $1.
Whatever the metrics are, I'm going to make sure you get your share.
I'm going to write it down.
Yeah. Because I
think
they appear, I don't know, actually, I've never had this problem to have to look for
a good
super
problem
chat money. So I appreciate it.
That's awesome. Thank you, Flush.
Yeah, Flush, that's big money, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
See, he took my dare seriously. It's amazing.
He did.
I didn't have to be that aggressive. It's fine.
Now that we've seen the super chat, let's give our first, because I got a huge list of things that suck. Yeah. Let's try and we'll count. Do you have your list handy?
I do.
Just pulls out 55-page long thing.
I do.
Good. And do you have the first thing?
I do.
I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, and then we'll just say and see if it's the same thing that's first on our list.
Okay.
Okay?
It may not be, but okay.
Okay, well, we'll see. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Tiny baby spines.
Press.
What did you say?
I said Z2 press.
Oh, it's funny because that is actually top of my list, and then you started talking about us having similar things. I'm like, oh, maybe he's going to mention baby spines first. I tried to predict it. It didn't work out for me.
Oh.
Fine. Yeah, I know. That's...
Okay, let us explain ourselves then. You start first because that was what was pictured
I thought
on
you were
your-
going to go with the photo. Yeah.
with it. Yeah, that was what was pictured in your photo that you disliked.
We already
Tiny
know.
baby spines.
Tiny baby spines. Let's should I pull a
Hashtag tiny baby spines.
should I pull a regular Spider-Man spine so you can really, I mean, not that everyone's seen this by now, of course, but
But
let's just visually make it obvious here. What are we doing here, right? What are we
especially when
doing
you've got
here?
1 through 4 that are bold print, and then you've got tiny baby spine on 5.
Tiny baby spines. I'm gonna make that hashtag, y'all. Make it happen, please. Tiny baby spines. Why are they so tiny baby? I know we've all talked about it. We all have opinions about this, but it does really, if they all came out like that, it'd be one thing. If they were like that the entire time, it'd be one thing. People have been collecting these things. This original Spidey came out like 1 billion years ago now, right?
Yeah.
If you have that original from then and you've been consistent and loyal to getting these things and you're like, cool, they're never going to change the spines. We're all good. And then they do? What are we doing here? And people are getting custom spines, paying more money because they're so bothered by this. I'm not going to do that. Not worth it to me, but it's annoying. It's annoying.
Yeah. I think it was earlier on this. I can't remember when now, but that I got the Defenders omnibus as a reference point, and I looked at the Defenders and I'm like, okay, it's just smaller print. And then I got the Lee Kirby Fantastic Four in the same day as I got my Amazing Spider-Man in, and not only did they not match, but they not matched really bad, man. And it looks awful. I mean,
yeah.
There was a conformity there that was really cool, and now everybody says, oh, the cover doesn't matter, man. It's the spine that's sticking out, so I don't care about the DM cover. Okay, now the spines are sticking out.
Yeah.
And they don't conform, and they look terrible. So
what's interesting to me is like they've really tripled down on it too. I mean, because apparently they know about the controversy. And I don't think I've seen maybe a few people who are like, it's great. I'm like, is it? Like, again, maybe if you just started collecting a series, it's, but it's actually pretty bad in general. Why we have so much negative space here, just from a design aspect, I don't understand. Tiny, tiny baby names at the bottom too. That gets me real bad. These are itty bitty.
Oh, even teeny
right?
tiny like embryos.
Yeah. These are little fetuses down here. Like, what are we doing? I don't understand. And the number got smaller too. I don't get it. I do like the little addition of some artwork on the spine, but they could have done that with the big spine. They could have had Spidey like laying on an A or something. They could have made something cute and be like, "Oh, that's nice. I like that."
I'm putting in the chat so everybody can make this a hashtag.
Tiny baby spines.
It came from you. It originated with you, tiny baby spines. Okay.
I don't like it. I'm just staring at it now. I don't like it.
Uh-oh. Amanda, no, you're not late. You're right on time. Creeping in the park, OmniDog. F you. Oh, wow. Look how fast that avatar got up.
Wow. Yeah, that's now.
Boy, that's
fast. Applaud you for that.
That is fucked up. And I suck. Things that suck. DC canceling Cy Spurrier's Hellblazer run. Did I have that on my list? I don't, but I should have because it was really, really good. You're right, Ivan. Yeah, totally. He's the first guy besides Tom Taylor to actually understand John Constantine. And for that to get cut out at 12 issues, to have the rug yanked out from him, when Taylor and I talked to him last year during the pandemic, he was flying high, having so much fun writing it. And I'm glad that I didn't interview him on the day that he got the news that it got canceled. That is just that's not cool. That was the first really good Hellblazer since issue 300, since Hellblazer ended. So yeah, more room for stickers now. Tiny baby spines. I can see the spines in the background better than the one you held up. Yeah, your spine's in the background. I can see.
It's pretty messed up.
Big J today. Big J, I don't think I've seen you before. Thank you for joining. Comic Journey. What did I miss? What don't you like now? We're usually pretty positive. This is a big deal for us to be negative. But we decided to go full negative. That's a super cute way of complaining about it. He's talking about tiny baby spines.
Yeah.
I hope these tiny fetus names have a right to life. I'm only putting that up because, wait a minute. Oh, I did that. I looked at that and was like, wait, that's my logo. What a doofus. Oh boy. We all knew that this topic was going to be Spines, the live show. Oh, we're just getting started, buddy. I'm going to lead off with what I thought she was going to say, and that is one we both share, and that's Z2 Press. I think that's their name. Z2 Publishing, Z2 Press.
Z2 Comics.
Z2 Comics. Okay.
Yep.
I would have got there eventually. I'm trying to see the book because it's a war book, and I have a whole war section, but I may have moved it upstairs since I finished it. We got 2 books from them, right? This is a Kickstarter. We got a true war book from them last year.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember the other?
Maddie.
Oh, Maddie, Once Upon a Time?
Yeah.
That was a big book.
Right.
And our issue, if I can speak for us both for 1 second.
Of course.
Kristen will have her say after I do, is their shipping was... But first of all, when you pay you do a Kickstarter, you're paying extra. Because sometimes these books will go out afterwards, and you can find them in your LCS. But we pay extra on Kickstarter because we want to help the creator, or we want to be the first to get them.
Or you want the random BS that comes with it that you love.
I'm getting there.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. You want the crap that comes with it. Something just came and it didn't have a coin, and it was like, hey, where's my coin? They come with coins, some type of collector coin. You want the random stuff. A lot of times but some of it can be really good. Like I can go out and I can get the Carl Kessel Impossible Jones series that I just got. I showed in Omni Bros, or did I last night? Maybe I showed it to Geo. I can't remember now. No, I think I showed it on Omni Bros. That it had a signed book plate that came with a sticker that you could stick in your book, in your hardcover book. They had signed it, and it was up to you to stick it in there. Unlike my other socks. So I'll dovetail into Fantagraphics book plate with the P-Baggy expensive hate collection in hardcover, which I paid $30 more for because it came with a signed book plate. Literally, it was the same kind of memo paper in a Holiday Inn with just P-Bag written on it, and I almost threw it out because it wasn't even in the book. It was a piece of paper that almost got thrown out with the invoice. It wasn't even attached to the book. It was laying there somewhere in the styrofoam. So Fantagraphics, you got to up your game. And of course, I didn't get Monsters by Barry Windsor Smith signed edition because it came from Fantagraphics. And I said, oh, I'm not going to get that because it's going to be a lame bookplate. And of course, that came with an inscribed, beautiful bookplate inscribed right in the book. So the P-Bag Hate Collection bookplate sucked, which takes us back to Kickstarter. And Z2 Press takes these beautiful books that we pay extra for and either slips them into a brown paper envelope, no padding, or what did they do with Maddie? They stuck it in a dinky book box with no padding?
Yeah, it was pretty much that. I mean, there was like nothing involved. Both of mine came damaged. Both of them.
Yeah.
And even my replacements came a little damaged, but it was a little bit better. So I was like, forget it. I'm not doing this again. You know? But it made me definitely not want to use them ever again.
Right.
Ever.
And the exact opposite is, let me think of what the name is. It's like Quartermaster Logistics or something. They're the ones that send out the magnetic press books that come in Kickstarter. Those come packaged like a Dying Breed box. So
Not quite as good, but pretty good.
Okay. I was trying to be
they've stepped it up.
dramatic.
Well, they've stepped it up because like the first two I got from them both came damaged. Like the
From
Aster of
Magnetic
Pan.
Press?
Yeah, Aster of Pan. I literally like pulled open the box a little bit and it all fell apart. Like the whole box fell apart. It was one of those like foldy things and they didn't tape them all correctly. And everything just flew out. That ball went across the room. I was like, what are we doing here?
Okay, I've learned my lesson. I'm going to backtrack hard now and just get back to Z2 Press then.
I'm just saying. They've stepped it up though. I just got Monolith and it was fine. So
Yeah, well, Monolith is what I was saying. It came with a bunch of crappy crap too.
Yeah.
Not crappy crap, but just
There's
a
no
bunch of
ball,
crap.
so that's good.
There was no ball.
I still got that stupid ball
I
there.
know.
Like,
I gotta go find my ball. I was reading down here at midnight, and all of a sudden the ball fell off and dropped and went across the floor.
That's a ghost.
That explains why my action figures are on the floor every morning too.
Makes sense.
Z2 Comics, you need to up your packaging game if you expect me. First of all, I don't know that I'm ever gonna buy from you again on Kickstarter if you're the publisher, because you don't package your books well. You suck. You send your books out sucktastically.
Yep, that was like the most, for the war book, it was like the most flimsy envelope. That's it.
It was an envelope, just like a plain envelope.
It wasn't even a padded envelope. It was an envelope.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even one of those that Amazon throws something in and you get upset because you're like, why did you throw my book in the envelope? At least there's a little bit of padding in that envelope. This was an envelope.
And it was a hardcover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just stupid.
Yeah. I thought that I don't want to say I got offended by it, but it got my back up, if I can use an old school term. I was just like, because we pay extra for these things, I expect a little bit more. I don't need a bag of stuff. Besides that, I want my books to get here in good shape from Kickstarter, and most of them do, but not from Z2. Let's see. Do I have any comments? Let's see. Doop-de-doo. Yeah. Did I say baggy? I knew it was bag. I meant to say P-bag. Did I say baggy? Oh, okay. And I did show it last night on my baggie of crap. I'm not big on tchotchkes, but that goes without saying since I still don't have an Omni and I'm such a minimalist. Unless you're talking digital, then I'm a super hoarder.
Nice.
Let's see. Highland G had something to say that a lot of people are commenting on. So where are you, Highland? Oh, there's Lloyd Wong. Lloyd, you were late on talking. We remembered our sponsor without you, so you need to get her earlier if you want to keep your job. Just wait. They will soon replay. Okay, wait. I'm behind on. Okay. DC canceling the Man of Steel omnibus sucks. I agree. The new spines look better than the old ones, but either way, it's a good problem to have. Darumo, is it? Are you getting into the spirit of the show? Don't try and get
That's
positive in
too
a big negative
positive here.
space. Yeah. They print more than one dust jacket for more Omnis these days, DM covers, etc. So I don't know why they can't do one old spine and one new spine. That's an interesting idea, so people can choose which dust jacket they want. Highland G says, Comic Bound, good point. Just wait. Soon they will print the Netflix sticker on the spines. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Yep, positive people are entitled to be negative sometimes too. Get that out before it becomes toxic. I agree pretty much. Is that the Just Imagine book you're talking about, Jose? Do you have that? Just
Yeah.
Imagine?
Yeah, it's right over here. It's
never-
just not touched at all ever.
I don't.
Just imagine I'll ever read it. No.
Jose is saying that it sucked. So
Definitely won't read it now.
yeah, great. Now it's going to Second and Charles.
It was like $20 whole, so
Yeah. Okay, now I see where we are. While we're talking about it, I'll say it, and I don't know if Kristen agrees with me, but she may, and that is on books, TV and movie covers on
of course.
books.
It's on my list, yeah.
Okay. I have
It reminds me of that Stargirl cover.
Yeah, Stargirl. I have her somewhere. Actually, I have her pretty close at hand because that's a book I wanted to read really soonly. So it may actually be up in the reading pile already. But that's got a picture of the young woman from Stargirl, the TV show. Peace and love, nothing against her. Not into TV and movie covers on my books. I don't know why. Why do we not like that? It's a upsetting thing when you get it and you're like, oh, why couldn't it just be the original art or something really cool? Why has it got to be that? I'm wondering why that upsets me so much.
It's not just you either. Like, for the novel book market, they do that a lot. Like a movie will come out and then they'll reprint it with the movie cover. And I know a ton of people who are like, forget that cover. No. And I think it's just obviously to entice people like, hey, this image from the show, come read the comic. But I think more than anything, at least for people who are already in like to comics and stuff, we're like, okay, we don't want a piece of that, right? Because that's not why we're getting the book. We want it because of the comic, not the show. And It's ugly and stupid.
Right. And Marcelo agrees with us.
Yeah.
Movie or TV covers. I feel like it's too much marketing maybe on I guess I get it, that now that you explained it that way, to appeal to the few people out there that don't know about it. They run across it in like a brick and mortar store, and they see the Stargirl there.
Mm-hmm.
And they think, oh, I like that show. Maybe I'll pick up the book. I don't know how often that happens, but I definitely don't dig it.
It makes me think of the Sweet Tooth Compendium, which I believe has that now on Netflix thing on it, and it's not a sticker you can peel off. It's
it's printed.
On it. Yeah. I'm like, that's so annoying. It's so annoying. I get it. It's a marketing thing. You may get people who love the show to pick it up that way. Maybe they won't connect it otherwise, but I hate it.
I hate it too. I think you know what? I think I hate the Netflix printed on the paper sticker more than a movie or TV cover. If it was a sticker that I could peel off, I'd have the option. But now what I got is a Netflix book too, and I think that makes me more upset. Yeah.
I hear you.
Shots fired. This sucks the most. Waiting for Jess and Taylor's Crime Corner content. Peace and love, Amaya. We work on it. All I can tell you is that we work on it. We try to read as much as we can and get it going. I like your passion, though. I will say that in a positive way. I like your passion for the show. Let's see. What about Dynamite signatures like Gillen's Peter Cannon? I laughed only because I didn't own. And the Gail Simone unsigned signed Red Sonja. I waited a year for that book, and it still came unsigned. And I waited a long time because that was a disaster. And now there are signed copies out there that I just threw in the towel and said, I just want the book. And that was a big Dynamite disaster. Now, I will say Dynamite's James Bond books, a lot of them do come signed, like right in there with your pen in the author's or creator's signature right in there. So that's nice. But that Gail Simone thing, that sucked. The Peter Cannon thing, I'm not sure what that was. Let me see. I think I know where my Peter Cannon books are. Where are they? If I can put it okay, wait. Peter Cannon, Gillen. Well, it's not signed, so I guess I don't have that problem. So I got up and made blank space on the screen for no reason. So apparently that was a problem. I know I like to crumple up commissions and just put a stamp on them. That's Matthew Mangi, the very talented artist. Buying something with excitement only to discover that it's a bad read. That sucks.
You know what's even worse? Getting excited about something, buying it, letting it sit on the shelf for like 5 years, and then reading it and being like, man, this sucks. Why did I get that 5 years ago?
Which is definitely me.
I've done it too.
Let's just take a tangent here for a sec to think of, can we think of anything that we were excited about and it turns out it was a bad read? Does anybody have some suggestions out there? Because they're not, because if it's a bad read, I think Kristen and I generally get them out of the house and take them to Second and Charles.
Oh yeah.
So they don't stick with me. But I remember the only book I can really think of that way was Greg Rucka's The Veil. I was excited to read that, and it wasn't good at all. And even Greg Rucka himself says he wishes he could go back and redo a bunch of things. I'm paraphrasing here, but he said that it didn't work out the way he wanted it to at all. But I can't. I know it's happened, but I just can't think of something I was excited about and then found out it was bad off the top of my forgetful head.
Yeah, I'm like looking around, but I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't keep anything like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't keep it. So,
although I did keep, as I've talked about many times, Junji Ito's No Longer Human, because I needed all of Ito, and I was like, I hate this so much, I can't have it in my house anymore. So I finally got rid of it. Really happy about that.
I know a book we both have that we were excited to read, and it was bad.
Mm-hmm. Like a recent thing?
You've got it's a book we always talk about.
Oh, the one I actually do still have? Is that what you're referencing?
I still have
the
it
one that's too close to me, and I'm like, why do I have this?
Yeah. Now I noticed you don't have that symbol tattooed on you.
I sure don't. Ooh, can you imagine?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stand by, if this had like a volume 2 or like 5 more issues or something, it may be really great. But that didn't happen.
No, it didn't.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, this is Plutona.
Yeah. Oh, Hayden just talking trash.
Oh, I am absolutely keeping the Boom Buffy, and they are garbage. Although the first one I thought was very good. It went downhill from there. Yeah. That is one garbage thing I'll keep buying. We all
Okay,
have those.
people are now. Just the answer you're looking for is Dark Knight Strikes Again. You are exactly right. I was excited for that book for 20 years. And I was never so disappointed about good. Thank you, Marcelo. Yeah. Wow. Biggest disappointment in my comic book life, I would say, because that was back when I was buying floppies and I saved every issue up until I could read the whole thing, which I don't know, it was 4 issues or whatever it was. But no, you know what? I read the first issue. And yeah, no, super huge disappointment. It was awful. Yeah, everybody knows it was awful. I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to put it up. Things that suck tangent. Remotes with Netflix buttons. Yes, most can be reprogrammed, and hitting it unwillingly and interrupting your Plex binge. What's Plex?
I don't know either, but that does suck.
I understand it. I understand what you're saying. I actually haven't hit it yet accidentally. But I get that.
You know what I think sucks more than that, though? The autoplay on Netflix. Why are we doing that? I just want to look at the show. Why are you starting the episode before I even hit play?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Now I know what you mean. Next episode that is going.
No, not even that. Like, you're going through things. You're like, what should I watch? You go to the office or something. And you go to the menu where it says play and whatever, and then it starts playing it anyway. And I'm like, why are we doing that?
Okay.
And you can't toggle it off.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't like that either.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
It doesn't make me want to watch it. It makes me want to shut everything down.
Right. Whoop. I just double tapped my screen. There we go. Okay. James Abel has something personal he wants to tell you.
Oh, things that suck. Waiting for weeks for Fangirls to return. Tomorrow, James. We're back tomorrow. It's been a while. It's hard at matching up schedules.
Yeah. Things that suck tangent. Yep. Big old Netflix and Hulu buttons. I haven't seen a Hulu. I don't have a remote with a Hulu button. I have Hulu, and I don't think I've watched it once. And of course, I really need to. But I need to do a lot of things. This is fair, Peter. Gonna put this out there, but Marvel Zombies. Why? I only have a volume that was included in a bigger Marvel Part Works series. Could have done without it. That's a book I sold, so I don't. I'll have to throw that out to somebody that read Marvel Zombies. I will say I haven't seen the What If series yet either, but I did get the action figure for Zombie Cap. That's my figure of the year. That is a boss figure. I can't tell you about Marvel Zombies. Anybody out there want to defend it or talk about it? How many people are playing about it? Yeah.
Should I throw out another one of mine?
Oh, please do. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I gotta grab this Omni again because. All right, we all love the chonkies, right? We love the big omnibus, big fans, right? That's kind of our thing. Why don't they have a ribbon bookmark? All big books need a ribbon bookmark. I'm declaring it now. What are we doing? We're paying a lot of money. You can throw a ribbon in there because they're the best. The best. Any book that has them, they are the best. Every book should have a ribbon bookmark, but especially the big fancies. You got tiny little Motor Girl here with the ribbon bookmark. Great. Why don't the big guys have them? I don't understand.
My custom bound Omnis, I asked for ribbons and all those.
Beautiful, because they're the best, right?
Yeah. Here's some people's choices on. Oh, I'm not even highlighting that one, Freddie. Forget it. Crashline. I may be alone here, but I was really disappointed with Batman Hush. I love Jeff Loeb, or Leb. I'm not sure, but that was not great. We accept all opinions here. Infinity Gauntlet was real bad. DK Knights Strikes Again. That was so bad. Yeah, I think so. All-Star Batman and Robin. I was kind of. I was at that point. I had been disappointed enough in Frank Miller that but I did collect all the floppies, and I sold them, but I never collected it. I mean, I never bought it collected. Oh, I love this comment. Some people even pour root beer on them. Whoa, this is controversial. For me, that's Uncanny X-Force. So disappointed with that book, I sold it. All opinions are accepted here. Wow, if I put that up, I guess I'm going to have to put this up. I had to get rid of Scene of the Crime by Brubaker, and everyone hypes it as his best. Everybody's taste is different. You're all entitled to your people. That's what happens when I look at the chat. You're all entitled to your opinion. I mean it. Ribbon bookmarks can damage books if shut too tight. I have received a few books damaged because of that. Cheap Bibles hanging out in sketchy motel room furniture drawers even have ribbons.
Right.
Jessica, sucky. Omni's collecting a run of a title by a single author where the last few issues were left out because it's finished by someone else to finish the story. If it's like one trade's worth, why?
That's annoying.
I'm going to bounce off that and go to something you alluded to, something that I hate. Let me just say Spider-Gwen, Dr. Aphra. No, Dr. Aphra may be more of an unwritten thing. Spider-Gwen, hardcover, trade, paperback. That sucks.
Yeah.
Because I didn't buy the omnibus, I get penalized for being an early supporter and buying these in oversized hardcover. I love Spider-Gwen, and then I get a couple of just 4 trades. Come on, finish. Just give me the rest in oversized hardcover. Finish it out. I'm at least Tom King's, whether you like it or not, at least his Batman run is going to get it the 6th deluxe finally. You're welcome, by the way, because I bought the trades to finish it out, so that's why that happened.
Yeah, it sucks. It super sucks. It's just like Giant Days, it super sucks. But I also kind of get it from a business perspective, right? Like if you've gone that far.
But 3 hardcovers, and then they put out an omnibus. So it must have been with all those trades in it, by the way.
Yeah.
So it must have done well enough for an omnibus.
But I get it, and an Omni brings out a whole new audience, right? Most of the time. Like, that's going to be attractive to a lot of people who are like, I can get that whole run right now. I don't have to get 3 hardcovers.
I don't like where this show is
I'm not trying to be positive. I just
I don't like the I don't like this positive support that you're
right. It sucks. It super sucks.
Thank you.
It super sucks. I also have them. I get it. It's not good.
Please watch What If. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm almost done with Squid Game. I'm getting there. And once I get there, I'm going to finish Loki, and then I'm going to get to What If. No, I have Legion. I have Legion on my DVR because I'm super old school. I have a DVR. But thank you for that. Archer on Hulu. I know I should start watching Archer. I'll add that to the 90th TV show I need to watch.
I get it. There's too much.
Oh my gosh, there's so much. And I mean, I wish there was some middle ground from the days when there were only 3 channels, was all in black and white. Sorry, peace and love, and the TV went off at midnight.
MTV played music.
And the Star Spangled Banner came on, and the Test Pattern came on. There was nothing for a kid to watch, and now there's so much to watch. I'm almost paralyzed by it. I'm only watching Squid Game because Kristen gently bullied it on me.
That's right. That's right.
She
Glad I
made
did.
me promise. Yeah, she bullied me into watching it, and I'm glad she did. But I don't know that I would have watched it. I mean, now of course I love it, but there's so much to watch.
Yeah, it's too much. It's a lot. It's funny you say the national anthem at night because we started doing that probably like 2 years ago to throw it back to when TVs would shut down.
At your channel?
Yeah, so every night at 4 a.m. we play the national anthem.
Do you put a test pattern up?
No, we don't do that, but it's usually like some people like film them singing it, so it's like a cute little, I don't know, 2-minute thing we put in. But yeah, every night at 4 a.m.
Let me give you a suggestion that'll give you get you a promotion. Throw the test pattern up for a couple hours too.
I think that may be an FCC violation now. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure we could do that.
Let me give you a suggestion that'll get you demoted and fired.
To get you fined.
Yeah. Brew Breakers deluxe hardcovers being out of stock and getting sold for ridiculous prices. I know, Amaya, that you're in, I believe, India. I'm not sure. And I know you have this complaint all the time of out of print books, and I'm really sorry for you. They were out of print here for a long time too, and going for higher prices. I don't know that Criminal will be getting reprints, but I think they put out a lot of them. So I'm surprised that they're out of stock where you are, because I feel like Brubaker made sure there were lots of volumes of all 3 volumes of Criminal put out. Or you could be talking about Fade Out or Fatale or Cruel Summer. You know, I guess you could be talking about anything else. But yeah, anything. Okay. Is that whatever it was? Thank you for saying that I was right. I appreciate that, because I've been wrong a lot. So in this episode, yeah, Ted Lasso is coming for us after we finish Schitt's Creek.
You have to.
Ted Lasso or Schitt's Creek?
Schitt's Creek.
Oh yeah,
I haven't done Ted Lasso. I want to, but I haven't. I hate that I have to buy another service. I'm just like, I can't do that right now.
I have this is not any cord cutting age. I have 6 streaming services, and I have to have a stupid satellite so I can watch my football team. So, you know, blame me for liking sports, but that's the only way I can watch my team. So I have to have stupid DirecTV. I'm telling you what, though, it's that package is up for renewal. Not next year, but I think in 2023. And I don't think AT&T is interested in ponying up $7 billion or whatever it costs. And I'm not even exaggerating. I think it cost them $6 billion to do the football package. And the numbers must not make sense for an outfit like AT&T. But if it goes to another freaking cable service or something, let me just pay for the games I want to watch. Things that suck. That sucks. All these streaming services and things like that. Anyway, Schitt's Creek is great. We're on season 4, episode 3. We don't want it to end. It's just getting better and better and better. I think we're sort of putting it off because we don't want it to end. We're like watching 2 episodes.
It's understandable.
Do you want to watch another? Yeah. No, let's watch it in a couple days.
I'll tell you what, though, it's good for a rewatch, too. I know there's too much to watch out there, but I started rewatching some of it recently, and I was like, oh, it's still so good. It's just consistently so good, and it does get better and better.
It does get better and better. Yeah, I think she's talking about the national anthem of the USA.
Mm-hmm.
Although that would be funny if you played somebody else's national anthem.
That would be.
Why don't you slip that in there one time? Speaking
Then I'll
of
get
getting
fired.
Demoted and fired. sucks. When two omnibus could easily be released as one single omnibus. Cough, cough, Daredevil, cough. Which Daredevil is
Probably Mark Waid, because those were pretty small.
Oh, okay. I kept those oversized hardcovers.
I did too. Yeah, I think about like the tiny Miss Marvel and how it's taking forever to even get a volume 2. And I'm like, you should have just put that whole run, which is I think only 5 hardcovers.
It is. I've got all 5.
Yeah, you just put that into a nice little chunky instead of splitting it up, and who knows when or if you'll ever get a volume 2, right? Like,
yeah. Let's go into the small Omni ripoff that sucked.
I like some of them.
Sorry?
Oh, Hawkeye is a ripoff. You're right. That one's a ripoff. Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Ms. Marvel, I love Ms. Marvel. I did buy the Omni, and then I followed it up with the next 3 hardcovers. Pretty tiny Omni.
This little baby, though, I love. I love this little baby. And I gotta tell you what, like, it's $50. You know, I probably paid what, like 20 something. That's not bad.
That's fine. I'm talking about Hawkeye at $100.
Yeah, that's a mess. Yeah, that's a hot mess.
How much did my Ms. Marvel Omni cost me? Do you have
probably
it?
I don't have it because I was like, I got the hardcovers. I got some of them at least.
Let me look. I actually just traded up from the trades to get it.
I only have the first 2 hardcovers.
It was $75, so that's not too bad, and I got it for. That was back in the days when I could get it for like $32.50 or $40 or whatever. Okay,
is there like 2.5 hardcovers in that? Is that what it is? Something like that? Because there's only 5, right?
Yeah, I have 3, 4, and 5 plus the Ms. Marvel Omni.
Okay. Weird. Okay.
So there's the first 2 hardcovers, I guess.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I got the first 2 hardcovers at Ollie's. So.
Oh.
They were like $6 a piece.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, but these Hawkeye. I mean, also because I wanted the 3rd one, and these look nice together. So like, this is just my preferred method for the Hawkeye for sure. And people are like paying way too much money for that omnibus now.
Oh, is it out of print?
Yeah, I'm like, y'all need to calm down. That is not necessary.
No, everything Marvel's going to get reprinted because of that channel that was mentioned earlier that we're better than, according to that viewer. What else is a rip-off Omni? I'm not saying that I was smart enough to not buy it. I'm just saying it was a rip-off. Hawkeye comes to mind.
Yeah, Jose's saying the Hawkeye Omni should have included the Jeff Lemire hardcover issues. I think that would have made it a better deal, right? Add in that a 3rd hardcover. Because it's like they came out in hardcover. Why not just make that an Omni, right? I agree. A lot of people didn't like the Lemire stuff. I liked it.
I liked it a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Some OHCs are thicker than some Omnis, especially with like X-Men. Some of those OHCs are way thicker than Omnis.
Yeah.
X-Men Shatter Shot is way bigger than the Hawkeye Omni. And Omnibus doesn't mean big book. It means like a complete works of type thing. So I could call my Batwoman custom bound thing an omnibus because it was all of Rucka's. Well, it's like what got released. All of Rucka's and all of Williams' books. Okay, fine. I got that out. While we're talking about things that suck with Omnis, it was a comment that got mentioned earlier, but I don't like Omnis that are named for their creator, because the whole run, like if it doesn't get finished, if it gets finished by someone else, like we said earlier, I can't remember, was that Jessica? That you're going to get an incomplete omnibus. Like, I didn't buy the Justice League by Grant Morrison omnibus because that left out a lot of Justice League of America issues that weren't written by him, that I have in trades of the whole run. So I'm thinking of Spider-Man by well, no, McFarlane had his own Spider-Man run, but I guess Eric Larson's Spider-Man. That's just a collection of his Spider-Man stories, and you may not get the full story. Something by John Byrne. I know he has Marvel collections too. I can't say because I don't buy those books where it's creator specific. I don't like those creator specific books for the reason that you don't get a complete story. Am I making sense? Because I'm not hearing an amen from you.
Yeah, I think it's not always the case, though.
No.
You know, sometimes they've done a full run and that's it. But yeah, I hate when there's like, you're like, why isn't it like issue 13 in this? And it skips like 13 and 16.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were by someone else and it's random. It's like, oh, I wish I could read the full run, though. It may not, even if those issues have nothing to do with the storyline, which is sometimes the case.
Yeah.
I still want to read it. I don't know. So it's pretty annoying. I think Marvel does that the most, of course.
Okay. I feel like my reading. Yeah. Okay.
I think you've bought some of those though.
Creator-owned books.
Yeah, like because I think of like She-Hulk by Byrne. Didn't you get that?
I did because I was told that he picks up right from where he left off with the gap. He ignores pretty much. That he just picked like if his run ended at 15 and started at 40, he just went back to like 15 and continued his story. That's why I bought that book. I definitely did buy that book. I haven't read it yet, but I bought it.
Yeah, I read it, and I didn't find any. If there were missing issues, I didn't realize it. So I think some of the storylines, maybe someone comes in to fill in just for a month or something, and then it's not needed and it doesn't matter. But it is still annoying when you want to like read it, at least historically, to be like, okay, I want to know what happened here, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, that was a She-Hulk by John Byrne. I think there was a large gap, and I was assured that you wouldn't miss it. And good for you to know what is in my library. What's the book that's right next to it?
She-Hulk by the other guy.
Dan Slott?
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, nice, because that's what I got like right here.
All right. And then there's a big blank spot, and you probably can't guess what's next to it.
No.
Ms. Marvel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that doesn't even alphabetically make sense.
No, it's because well, it's because She-Hulk's with my Hulk books. And I think I used to. Yeah, She-Hulk's with. Oh, Loki could go there. I could move Loki and put it there. But yeah, I grouped my She-Hulk with my Hulks. So alphabetically, you're right, but character-wise, it helped me more.
No, that makes sense. I put my She-Hulk with Hulk because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not moving that down to S.
No. Spider-Man's all over the place, though. I've got like Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man. No, I changed it. I decided all Spider-Man should go together, so it looks unsightly. I've got Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man and then Avengers.
Yeah, mine doesn't really make sense either, but I'm like, at least they're together.
Yeah. It's according. We know what's in our collections,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, well,
You do.
I was gonna say sometimes you don't, but
I don't at all.
that's
No.
okay because sometimes I benefit from it. You're like, I bought Wind again. Do you need it? I'm like, yes, I do.
Would that be this copy?
Oh, yes, and I
This
love it. I love that book.
Beautiful book.
Oh, it's so good.
Did this come out this year or did it come out last year? Can I call this my book of the year 2021?
There you go. Do you know when the second one comes out? Because now you've obligated me. Now I got to get the hardcovers.
Oh, I don't. I don't know where Wind is as far as.
I just read issue 10, I think. I'm reading the issues on Hoopla.
Oh, okay. Then it can't be far behind because this is just
Yeah.
1 through 5.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah,
It
and
gets better too.
oh man, that's so great. This is, I think, one of his best, and
I
he's written
agree.
a lot of good stuff. I That reminds me, I need to update my Goodreads. Talking to you reminds me that I haven't kept up with what I've read. Well, no, maybe I have. I just haven't gone in and said I finished it. I think I've captured everything.
You know what? That's the elephant in the room. You know what else sucks?
Uh-oh.
When you start the year and you're like, why don't I read 1,000 things?
Are you talking about the challenge?
I am, and I changed it. So I officially changed my challenge.
Oh,
It's
I didn't know you
happened.
could do that.
Yeah, you can. That's why I was like, I'll just do 1,000. If I feel like changing it, I'm going to. So
Iku's gonna have something to say about that. He's the one that jammed you up for counting floppies, I think.
well, forget you, man. Like, one, I have to count everything I read. It's just a challenge for me,
Yeah,
So
I'm only
look,
doing. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I was letting it stress myself out, and that's stupid because it's an arbitrary challenge that doesn't matter. So I was like, why don't we do this right? I'll make it 600, which is still like 200 more than I read last year or something, and that's where I'm at. So now I'm actually ahead of the game. now that
I'm gonna
now
go
that it's not 1,000.
change mine to a 5.
Do it. Who cares? Do it.
It was as
all
you
for
pointed
fun.
out, as you and Taylor pointed out, it was a way for me to keep track better of what I read throughout the year. It's not a challenge. I'm not trying to challenge myself. I'm just trying to keep track of what I've read.
Yeah.
And I was scribbling it down on paper. So this is a much better way. We'll never escape creator writer centric omnis because there'll always be books that sell based on name alone. Good point.
Sure.
Highland G, I hate when Jess can't pronounce things. I hate when crossover issues are left out and you just get a random page telling you what you missed out on. Remember, it's not I hate, it sucks. But you're right. Thanos Wins, Guardians OHC, Cosmic Ghost Rider, and Marvel Comic Universe by Byrne are all just double dips. Did you mean by Kate's? I'm not challenging you, except that I am, because that's by Kate's. That doesn't lessen the validity of your point, but I'm still challenging it. This is the way you say it. It sucks, but the classic X-Men Omnis didn't include the complete issues for context and enjoyment. It would probably have needed 2 Omnis to do it, but I'd have been happier. Right. That's when they were reprinting old X-Men stories, and then the classic X-Men was what Chris Claremont was writing new stories. Okay, wait. They were reprinting old X-Men, and then the classics were in the second part of the floppy, and they were new stories. But I'm trying to remember if they were based on they were just new takes on the reprinted book, right? Or the reprinted part, right? Am I saying that right? Do you understand what I'm saying? Or Kristen, am I making sense?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. What's not suck is at least the original thin Omnis have better paper quality than their new reprint counterparts with an even more sucky, expensive current price tag. Good point. Something that doesn't suck. Well, hey, wrong show. I was able to snag a Something is Killing the Children slipcase for my LCS.
That's great.
Good for you, Ben. That's a different show, though. Things that don't suck. Most of the time, you don't even get that page. That was back the crossover one. That's true, but I would prefer the reference without the spoilers. That way, I can look up the relevant issues and read them. Okay, this is something these guys are discussing amongst themselves. Byrne left She-Hulk for a long time. Okay. Byrne left She-Hulk for a long time, and the writer after him ignored his stuff, so he did the same. It doesn't miss a beat. You wouldn't even realize if they did like DC without numbered issues. That sucks. DC's Omnis, not only with no page numbers at the bottom, not only with no table of contents, but then no covers to separate the stories. I can't think of the specific ones that I'm thinking of, but DC has...
Batgirl had covers, didn't it?
Oh, I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying specific ones.
Just some of them. Okay. Yeah, that's some nonsense.
Yeah. What's Batgirl got that I don't got?
Yeah, there were covers between them.
The stories? That's good.
Yeah. There were no issue like numbers, and I don't think there are page numbers. No.
Was there a table of contents?
Let's see. No. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
Yeah, that is annoying.
I really feel like there needs to be... This is what I think there needs to be in every omnibus. Because table of contents gives you issue number, the year, and the creators. And I think that's interesting information, especially... Now, I will say for the Golden Age Omnis that DC did for Superman and Batman, those all had TOCs with that information as good as they could do it. Because sometimes there were uncredited writers and or artists, but they did do it for those Golden Age Omnis. So I hope they continue doing it with the Silver Age Omnis. But there are some book. Let me look at Spectre. I feel like Spectre had to have covers because those covers were classic. Table of contents, very clutch. And covers. That's the way you do it. But I think this is an outlier. This is awesome. This is one of my favorite Omnis ever. But I also feel like it's an outlier from DC.
Super Laugh Hard's asking, page numbers suck or not? Not. I want page numbers on everything.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, like, there's no way to talk and reference anything with anyone, right? I mean, like, it's like Freddie was saying, like, if there's no issue numbers in these DC books, like, you don't, even on the covers, it's like, you don't even know where you're at. Like, what issue are you on? If you were asking me, what Batgirl issue did you get to? I have no idea the number, but I can tell you kind of what's happening. Like,
yeah. I feel like, Marvel doesn't do this as much, but I feel like in DC there aren't readers in the collected edition department. There is a collected edition department because there's a head of collected editions in the new DC Omni. So there is a collected edition department. There need to be readers in there so they can make them more reader friendly. You need to have page numbers at the bottom. You need to have a table of contents, and I'm repeating myself. But you need to have those things that make a book friendly to the reader, who you are selling to and asking money from, to, Yeah, we're buying those books, so we want something to reference so we can talk about them, or at least know in our head what's going on.
Yeah.
Essentially, the majority of the suckage boils down to publishing being one massive clown car driving around on fire some percentage of the time. I'm not going to disagree with that. A good analogy with the clown car on fire.
It's a nice visual image.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Rose Gray. You can have it shipped. Shipping's expensive, but you can have your IKEA stuff shipped.
Or be like me and just travel.
Yeah.
I have
But
to travel
then-
at least like 3 hours to get to one.
But then you got to have the right kind of car to load your stuff up into.
Or you can rent one. Yeah. Go get a
Yeah.
U-Haul.
Well, that's dedication.
Yeah. If you really want a Calyx.
Yeah, well, totally true. Yeah, I really wish they'd have from Mulder. I really wish they'd have a table of contents, page numbers, and the issue number on each cover in all Omnis. Let that be exactly, succinctly stated what we want. We're talking to you, DC.
Yep.
You. We're talking about this. Something that sucks. We only get OmniDog and OmniCat bi-weekly. Am I doing the It Sucks show correctly now? But you're going to be getting an extra show every month now.
Maybe.
No.
If he lets me in, I'll be there.
Oh, jeez. Now, son of a... You're going to
Hey,
be
you
getting an
said
extra show. You're going to
You
be
said
getting it 3 times a month. You quiet. Cut it out. What sucks is dusting your bookshelves. Ha! And your statues and figures. Yeah. I should have purchased white so I can prolong it. Oh, black. Yeah.
I gotta
made
tell
a
you.
tactical error. White
Yeah.
is the only way to go.
I felt like white for me because it makes the room feel bigger, right? Even though
Okay.
you have bookshelves all over your walls,
Mhm.
your room looks bigger. White's the color that brightens the room. And then the dust. The dust was a factor. I was like, nobody got time for that.
I didn't even think about that, but you're right. Talking amongst themselves. More talking amongst themselves. Okay, I'll let you guys talk amongst yourselves. And I'm not a fan, and Man 40, I'm not a fan of virgin covers. They are nice as extras, but I prefer covers with the name, date, etc. That's a valid opinion. I'm not a fan of the name virgin covers.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, virgin covers. They were defiled with the name on them or something. There's got to be a better name. I mean, it's there now and people use it, but I don't know. I just don't dig that name, virgin covers.
It's weird.
Yeah. Okay. iZombie might have had a table of comments. I'm sure it did have a table of contents, but I'm just talking about the ones that come without TOCs or,
This has reminded me of this Boom Buffy book. It's season 11, which they reprinted from Dark Horse. There's a ribbon, so that's
Nice.
good. But there are no cover breaks, so you have no idea what issues where.
Oh.
And it drove me crazy when I got it. I was like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
This is awful. So the next book they put out, season 12, does have cover breaks. I guess they heard the masses, but it's like, oh, now I got this random season 10 that you goofed up. Boom. What are we doing? Boom probably makes me the most angry, I think, of all the publishers.
Yeah. How do you feel about dust jackets, OmniCat?
Oh my gosh, I hate them.
Do they
Speaking
suck?
of that Boom Buffy, yeah, okay, this is a nice image. The spine's horrific, highlighter yellow. What are we doing? But of course, the under image is just, look at that, and look at the spine. It's better. I mean, what's happening? Yes. Why do I have to take well, apparently I don't have to take the dust jacket off to read, but I'm not a heathen. So, ultimately, it doesn't do anything for me. I find it just annoying. It's a big annoyance for me. You have to put that back, and otherwise, hey, you know what's better than that? Not having a dust jacket. Thank you, Image. You're doing it right. Don't give me a dust jacket. Just print that image on. It's less money for you, probably. And it's more happy for me. I don't have to deal with putting a dust jacket somewhere. I think you recently lost one, right? And then it's like, what do you do with it, right?
I found it. Yeah, I found the book.
Okay.
I had the dust jacket. And couldn't
Oh, yeah,
find
you lost the book.
Yeah.
It's a problem. It's a problem.
It was up in my reading stack. And I read it, and I put the dust jacket back on.
It's just so much nicer to not have to deal with them. It does nothing
Right.
for me. It's giving me no usage.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Another thing that sucks. I love the book Animosity. Okay, wait. What is that? Aftershock?
Yeah, that's Aftershock. I know what you're saying. I already know.
Animosity has come out in 3 different sized hardcovers. 3 different. Short, then large, then middle. They're all different. They don't conform at all. What, as Kristen says, what are we doing here?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on? What are we
'Cause
doing
didn't
with
this-
our lives here?
Didn't the second one
Aftershock?
grow?
Yeah.
That's
But then
How?
I think it shrank again.
that's a problem.
Yeah, wait a minute. I got those right here. He said, and then couldn't find them. Wait a minute. There they are. Okay. First one, tall. Second one, short. Third one, tall. Fourth one, tall. So I've got tall,
It's a
short,
mess.
tall.
Yeah,
That's
someone's pointing out that the omnibus is coming out, which I think you've refused to upgrade to, which I get.
Absolutely
is-
not.
But it is such an unsightly thing for your hardcovers to just grow and then go back to like. I couldn't handle that. I'd be like, "You're going. I don't need you anymore." No, we got time for that nonsense.
I just take some time to look at what it's going to look like on a shelf and give me the same size. Yeah, exactly. There's a runt in the litter.
You know what? This made me think of something. I'm going to grab a book real quick. I'll be back.
Okay, I'll put on a compliment.
Okay.
2 hours of you two together is Okay, let me take a sip of something. Just a sec. Reaper, one of our Aussie fans, says 2 hours of you two together is fantastic. Thank you. Thank you very much. That is awesome. I appreciate that a lot. Oh, sorry for using that term. No, it's all right. I always called it the art cover, but then someone told me that was incorrect and the correct term was virgin. I like art cover better, N-Man 40. I'm going to start trying that. Yeah, I'm not going to get an Omni because I already have 3 oversized hardcovers and then a standard hardcover, but I'm not going to upgrade. Reaper back with another compliment. I love this team up. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Some people leave the dust jacket on when reading. Shocking behavior. It is shocking, apparently.
It really is.
Yes, and I find myself doing it on purpose now. Just
like anyone can see you.
yeah. Take this, Kristen. I'm leaving this on and not even.
I feel it in my soul.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, oh no, what was that? Just ready with the dust jacket on.
I love how you're being so brutally honest recently, Jess. Yes. Well, these are sort of outlier shows where we can just vent and just get it off our chest and get it out of our system. And what does suck is that nobody mentioned a sponsor after this long. Good for you, Lloyd, keeping us honest. Thank you. That would be dyingbreedcollectors.com. And Kristen has read some exciting news about them today.
That's right.
What was it?
That's right. Well, if you buy any one book, you can use the code Trick or Treat and get free shipping. But if you buy more than $100 worth for the end of time until he decides otherwise, you get free shipping, which is amazing.
Has nothing to do with us.
No,
I mean, it has
just
everything to do with us because I suggested it to him. But other than
that's
that,
just a great thing he's offering.
Exactly.
And we've talked about the packaging. You don't have to worry about it. In fact, you're going to need scissors to open it, and it's going to be a good time and an experience for you because you'll know once you get to your book, it's going to be fine.
And
You
we're
know,
going to have a live unboxing on our next show because Johnny from Dying Breed is going to be on here. And I'm leaving the books that he's shipping to me in its box. And he's going to show me the easy method of unpacking one of his boxes because it's something Houdini couldn't get out of, I'm pretty sure. And the way he's telling me that it's easy to get out the book out, and I'm not seeing it. So I'm looking forward to his coming on in a couple weeks and telling us that's in a couple weeks. Next week, of course, will be the debut of Jess and Kristen's inside look at Kickstarter. But in the 2 weeks for the OmniDog and OmniCat show is when we're going to have Johnny from Dying Breed Collectors on, and he will show us how to open one of his boxes. And yeah, if you're just getting 1 or 2 books, Trick or Treat gets you free shipping for the rest of October. That's the code for the rest of October.
You want to see these books I grabbed? What I think sucks?
Uh-oh.
So, like I said, last night I was rearranging things. That's when I was listening to your fabulous show overnight. Couldn't sleep. And I was rearranging things in here. And one of the things I noticed, because I have a paperback shelf, and I put them in order of size. So biggest goes first, and then they go down from there. I ran into an interesting issue with these Asterix paperbacks. I have 2 of these.
Yeah.
They're not the same size.
Uh-oh. Is it
1
and
and
2?
2? Volume 2 shrinks, and I don't know what they're doing, but that is the difference. I know that may not look like a lot, but it's kind of a lot. Like, that's a weird shrinkage, isn't it? They're literally not the same size. I don't understand. So that's annoying. That sucks.
That somebody made a decision, and that's what that didn't happen by happenstance.
Right?
That was a decision that was made. We need to make it half an inch shorter to save on what the cost of air is or something. I don't know what that's about.
Baffles me. So that bothered me. That bothered me a lot. I was like, these are in order of size. That's going to bother me. I put them together anyway, but I'm mad about it.
I don't blame you. I have the Asterix hardcovers, but I don't.
They're probably the same size.
They're
right?
the same size, yeah.
Well, another interesting thing, we're talking about book plates and stuff. Well, my wedding anniversary is coming up the beginning of next month. Reed was like, I want to get you some books. I'm like, great, because that's what we do around here. He knows what I want, which is books. So these came in the mail. He got me the deluxe sheets, which is beautiful, and it's shiny. The spine is shiny. I don't know if you can tell that. See that?
The new hardcover?
Yeah. So Oni Press is calling these deluxe hardcovers. They're coming out with a few. One of them was sheets. One of them was mooncakes. Also a beautiful book.
Oh, I have to read that still.
Oh, it's great. But here's the deal. They're calling them both deluxe hardcovers, which makes you think it's a deluxe hardcover line they're doing. No, they're also very different in size. What? I was like, oh, great. These will be cute together. They'll be the same. No, they're not. They're not cute together because they're different. What are we doing? Why? I'm bothered by that. I will say, though, the book plates are nice. They're not really.
Let's see those.
Yeah, they're not sticky. So they're just kind of shoved in there, which is fine, though, because they're quite cute. So here's one of them. I like it.
That's a book plate.
That's a book plate, right? And the Brenna one's my favorite. And it's also numbered. Very cute.
Oh,
look at that.
You know, she wants to be on the show, by the way.
She better be.
Did I already tell
we
you
talked
that?
about it. Yeah.
Oh,
We're going to have to we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
But I love this. So also, like, this whole book is beautiful. So if you want to upgrade your sheets or you haven't bought sheets yet, this is a great option. I don't know if you can tell this is shiny.
It's the same size, though, on my shelf. Does she contain delicates?
No.
Oh, well.
No, I'm hoping they come out with a delicates hardcover after this. I didn't grab sheets and delicates. I feel like this may be the same size. If it's not, I don't know. It may be bigger. I can't tell from here.
Sheets and delicates are the same size in paperback.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I want to mess with that yet. Although that looks beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I mean, that book
I
plate is
had to get it.
boss.
Yeah, it's quite cute. If you want one, they're on the Oni Press website still.
Is that the only way to get them now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, you
Ooh.
can get the hardcover elsewhere, but if you want the book plate with it, it's an Oni
yeah.
Press exclusive.
I spit on the other hardcovers. I want that book plate, man. Well, I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. Come on.
Yeah. If anybody cares, the rest of my haul from Oni Press, I got Cheer Up, Love and Pom Poms. This is a tiny story, but it was really great. I read it before it came out, and this book plate is also very cute. So,
wow.
Oni Press knows how to do book plates. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But this is a good time.
Okay. I felt like I wanted to write to Oni about something. Wait.
They also packaged very well. So for what that's worth, I know some publishers were really not good at it.
Yeah.
So they were really great. Everything came great.
Oni. Oh no, that's first second. I'll tell you something that sucks is that I can't find any information, and people are acting like I'm the distributor in America of Castle in the Stars Volume 5. Like, Jess, where is it? It always comes out in September. I'm like, there's nothing on Amazon about it. I can't find Volume 5 anywhere.
Maybe that was like part of the big delays, right? Like maybe they're having issues.
That makes sense. It's a French author, and yeah, but it's published by First Second.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any French-speaking people out there that have actually read Volume 5? Is it out in France or Canada, where it seems to be popular? Also, I know it gets released in French first, in like the French-speaking parts of Canada, because that's where I heard about it first. My question is Volume 5 out at all in France? So if you're not in the chat now, if you're watching this afterwards, maybe you can tell me what the deal is, because people are asking me, like, I know, and I don't. I can't even find it on Amazon. Usually, that's where I have to get it.
Was 4 the end of an arc? Because on the back, they just go up to 4, which says coming soon, which obviously is out, but...
It kept going. There was a 5 that it needed episode. It needed book 5 to keep the story going, yeah.
I haven't read 4 yet, so...
4 made it clear that
okay.
We were not even close to the end of the story.
You know what else sucks? I've showed you this before, but it reminded me because I thought about Castle in the Stars. When you leave your book out and your cat just like chews on the end.
Right.
It makes it real gnarly looking. Look at that. Ugh.
Oh, was that Willow?
That was Buffy. Willow doesn't have teeth, so I don't have to worry about her.
Poor girl.
Yeah, but Buffy got all her teeth. Well, she has some of her teeth. She's most of her teeth. She's gotten some out.
Holy guacamole. That's right. Yeah, you did show me that. Okay, let's see if I can catch up. Oh, by the way, N-Man40 says the term he uses instead of virgin is art cover, which I like a lot better. He said that while you were gone.
That's better.
Art imitating life, animosity. Yep. Sucks. When an omnibus has bad mapping, many do, it seems.
It makes me think of the what was it? The Spider-Man one. You know what I'm talking about?
And it had bad mapping?
Yeah. I can't see it. It's like behind something on my shelf.
Not one of the Silver Age Amazing Spider-Man?
No, it was like, I don't know. Someone in the chat may know. It was one that came out also in paperback, and everyone had to have like a guide to read it and flip back and forth from the issues because it was so bad.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I
Which I have, but
I had that book, and I sticky noted everything in the way it was supposed to be read, and then it was confusing that way, and so when I reread it, I'm just going to read it straight through and see if it. I mean, I know it's not mapped properly. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's saying
Spider-Verse,
Spider-Verse now. Yeah.
yeah, Spider-Verse is definitely it.
It's a mess.
Next Imaginaut says, OmniDog's Vault. I'm looking at Amazon France right now, and Castle in the Stars Volume 6 dropped last month. Okay, well, that makes sense because it takes a year for them to translate it and print it and everything. So that means we should have Volume 5 by now. That's actually good to know because that means Volume 6 will be here next year-ish, hopefully. Maybe shipping delays will be figured out by this time next year. Goodness, I hope so. In June 2020. Okay, this is a shipping delay then.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's probably on a boat in one of those in the map, you know?
Yeah, in the port of Long Beach or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, No Castle in the Stars sucks. I love that book. I live every September for the past few years. I've been waiting for, I always eagerly await September because that's when they come out. Absolute Carnage. Oh, I didn't know Clone Conspiracy had bad mapping too. I haven't read that yet. Absolute Carnage. I haven't read that because I need to read the Venom that leads up to that. I'm hoping that happens soon. Event Omnis are often guilty of bad mapping, both at Marvel and DC. That's a good point. Need to get first second on the line to explain why it's not on our shelves.
If only.
You know what? I'm going to put that on my list for things to do tomorrow. I'll just email them, and I'll say, "Hey, I've got a YouTube channel, and people are asking me." First second. Okay, wait. How's it spelled? First. Well, I'm going to abbreviate. First second. I'm just going to add it and deal with it tomorrow. Okay.
You know, another thing that sucks.
What sucks?
Another thing that sucks, when an artist changes mid-run and it's so drastically different that you can't handle it. Because I've been there a lot, and I'm like, what am I reading now? And it's sometimes not temporarily. I'm thinking of Dan Mora starting Buffy and being so good. And it was so great. I was like, yeah, this is what I need on this book. And then like 5 issues later, someone else, and it's not the same. And it's not good. And it makes me sad.
Yeah. A book that I like, Clean Room by Gail Simone. First 2 are by John Davis Hunt. He got pulled, I think, to do a different series. But they got an artist that was similar, at least. Very similar to his style. So I was disappointed, but it wasn't jarring. And what you're talking about sounds jarring.
Yeah. Especially when you're like Dan Mora and you're so good.
Yeah.
No one else can even live up. But also, yeah, that artist, it's not good. It's just not good.
Let's see. Marvel on Spidey Omni about face. Dust Jacket. Now, I'm not 100%. I didn't get this one because I already had it. This is the Michelini and McFarlane Amazing Spider-Man. And they solicited it as the 300th issue with Venom on the cover and 300s all over it. It did not come out like that, and I thought that sucked. But maybe somebody in the chat is up to date more than I am because I didn't pay attention because I already had the book. But I feel like they may have actually listened and then started printing.
They did,
those covers again. Did they?
Yeah, they sent those covers to retailers, and at that point, it was up to the retailers to somehow distribute it to people who had purchased the book, which is great because that usually doesn't happen, right?
Oh, they sent the covers. Okay.
Yeah, so that's really cool, and then you have a cover option, if you want it. But yeah, that's a bummer for like people if they hadn't have done that, especially for people who pre-ordered and like added to like the goodness of what pre-order does for those books. And then they got shortchanged and they changed the cover. Or that happens a lot too, where you don't even know what the cover will be. or you hit a cover and then they change all of them, because that happened with like the Thor covers, right? They changed all of them. So if someone did like those old Thor covers, they're probably mad, you know, if they pre-ordered one and now it's not what you're getting. That's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, Dr. Aphra had that. I ordered a
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool Dr. Aphra cover, and
Yeah, it's a bummer. That
Those-
cover was so much better.
those both got changed. Yeah, that actually
Yeah.
was in my things that suck list, was Dr. Aphra covers. So it leads me to any cover changes. If you solicit a cover, Marvel or DC or anybody, don't change it, because that's what we're ordering if we're pre-ordering. And you get I think there's a lot of pre-order business out there. I mean, that's all that some retailers are. And to find out you're not getting all of this is first world problem, right? All of these are first world problems, but these are book collector problems. So I'm not going to apologize. The whole show is about what sucks in the collecting industry. That sucks when you think you're getting one cover and it gets changed on you to not only not the cover you want, but a crappier cover than
Yeah.
you ordered.
Mm-hmm. And you paid money for that already.
And
That sucks.
I really liked the cover that I ordered for Dr. Aphra. Yeah, I stick it in my shelf and I only see the spine, but now I'm going to probably see a new crappy Marvel spine. But it doesn't matter. I like the cover. I pay attention to the cover. I like DM covers of a lot of things from Marvel. And speaking of Dr. Aphra, there was a DM and there was a regular. I can't remember which one I ordered because they both changed. But the one I ordered was cool. And the one that I got compared to the new one sucked.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think it was the DM, because the DM we both really liked. I believe we were talking about that. And the new one, it's fine. But yeah, compared to the old one, it sucks. Hayden saying, didn't they do that with the Batwoman cover? That's exactly right. Because like people people were all about the Batwoman, whatever it was going to be, right? And then that happened. It's like, no.
That's the bottom of the boot cover.
And that's the only option you got with them. So that's a bummer.
Yeah. Bottom of the boot. That sucks. As a matter of fact, we were just talking about this, Jose. We both have all the Marvel Noir books now, because Taylor was on the hunt for the Punisher Noir book that I got just in time before it skyrocketed in price. And somebody told him a way, maybe it was, I don't know who it was, but somebody told him a place to find it for cheap. And so the point is, there's an awful lot of those books, those Marvel Noir books. So that's going to take us, we're going to have to do like a couple crime corners in the middle of our reading for that Marvel Noir, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7 Marvel Noir. There's a bunch of black Marvel tops and then a red Marvel top. That sucks. And also, my Daredevil Noir is super short compared to the other Noir books. Wow, I'm getting triggered just looking at this. The Marvel label at the top is all black on all of them, and then one red Marvel on Marvel Noir, Wolverine, and the X-Men. And then Spider-Man Noir, Punisher Noir, Iron Man Noir, and then dinky little Daredevil Noir. That probably has a hardcover that I just didn't get. And then Luke Cage Noir. Well, I'm going to just have to deal with Daredevil. So there's your answer. Thank you. What was this in? Is that just because of my tirades? Where are we here? What's up? What's up, Larry Phoenix? Things that suck. Yes, we did. I think we both did. Oh, and you got yours in the mail too. Nice.
Yeah, I like that. You know, that's interesting too, because that's like a more oversized than their usual book.
It's
Yeah, that was
really
interesting.
big.
Yeah, it's really big. I don't think it's near me.
I
it
can
is.
run out. Okay, good. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
show it.
so I haven't actually. I didn't kickstart their next one or the one after that. I think I'm like 2 behind because I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. But I had this from a while back. Yeah, it's very big. It looks very nice. I like the shininess. But compared to the regular kind of ones, it's a good amount bigger.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, when we do start doing our Kickstarter episodes, we'll have to read our Kickstarter book. Ribbon.
Got that ribbon. They're good about it.
Yep, they are. Yeah, you can read Absolute Carnage after Venom Volume 1, but you can go up to 2 because it double dips with that Omni. Right. Freddie says, I've had to pause big Omnis because the artist changes and never comes back just to lower my visual expectations. Yeah, I get that. And this sounds like a joke question, but it's totally not. Jess, do you have a prep from Heroing 2.0, who actually always asks really good questions? Do you have a preference for the height of Batman's ears? This is a real question. I feel like they have to be taller than Adam West. I agree. And shorter than Kelly Jones. Boy, do I agree with that. Somewhere between like Jim Lee's is good. I agree. Kelly Jones. I said I wouldn't name names. Yeah, I'm not. I prefer Jim Lee's ears on Batman. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Good question. No, I don't want that. No. There's Monolith. See, from Enemy 4, it seemed years ago that if art changed during a run, it was not as jarring as it is today. I enjoy all art, so that stuff doesn't bother me, but can understand how people might get upset. Yeah, if it's a real jarring change, it can really affect your experience. Seeing things that suck. Titles like The Last X Factor getting canceled, even though it's pretty much the only X title with storylines about minorities. X Factor. Is that the one by Leah Williams? Did that get canceled? I don't even think I'm not even sure I got a chance to read that yet. Is that by Leah Williams? I'll tell you what sucks. Kelly, I think that's on here. Kelly Thompson's mistreatment is how I have it written down.
Yeah.
I feel like
agree.
Kelly. Yeah. Okay. I feel like Kelly Thompson doesn't. Well, I can't say she's. Okay. Yeah, I will say I don't think she gets the respect she deserves. I understand that it's a sales thing, and we talk about sales based on things that whether they're collected in a certain format or not. But Kelly Thompson giving her a run and then cutting it off after 7 or 8 issues because of poor sales is not giving a book a chance to get traction in a market where I think you need to get. Well, that's what happened to Cy Spurrier too. After 12 issues to get that yanked, before that even got a chance to get traction. But Kelly Thompson has had it to her done time after time. Her Black Widow, I think, is up to issue 11 or 12. And I'm already worried that it's going to get yanked here, even though it's really good. That's one of the few titles and singles that I've been reading on Marvel Unlimited. So I'm not all the way up to the most recent issue. But I mean, give her. Does she? I feel like she hasn't been given. She doesn't have a long run in her history. If she does, tell me about it in the chat, and I will totally put it up. But I feel like Kelly Thompson is one of the top right. Okay, Captain Marvel. I think she's got a good long run in Captain Marvel. I'm not looking at the chat. I came up with that by myself. Thank you very much. I think she's got a good long run in Captain Marvel. Okay, that's the outlier. She's not been given a good. She's one of the best writers at Marvel, not named Donny Cates or Chip Zdarsky or guy that writes Hulk, Al Ewing. Fine. I'm not going to say it's because she's a woman because I don't know that. But I don't like that all these other guys are getting their chance to write Immortal Hulk and Venom and everything else, and they get to go however long they like. And Kelly Thompson, whatever she writes besides Captain Marvel, gets yanked. And at some point, you have to stand up for your writer and give them a chance to create a title and get a fan base and let the title get traction and not look at the numbers for one book and try to support your writer and let her become who she can become. And they are not letting Kelly Thompson do that because I think she's gotten poorly treated by Marvel. You can throw all the sales arguments you want at me. I don't care. They have to give her a book because she's such a good writer. And I'm not saying just give a woman a book because it's the Me Too era. I'm saying give her a book because she is a good writer and give her support and let her get to 25 issues on a book. And if it doesn't sell, okay, that's one book in your 50 books worth of stock. Throw Kelly Thompson some support. The support you never let Chelsea, what's her name, have for that great run on that book that I can't think of the name of. Wait, don't tell me. I know it was, her name's Bobby Morse, and she's known as, okay, help me out. I'm not,
It's not coming to my head either. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Bobby
But
Morse she's
someone's going to get it.
Yeah, someone's going to get it before I do. She's,
Mockingbird?
hell? What is it?
Mockingbird?
Mockingbird. Did you come up with that, or did the chat?
I did. I didn't see anything happen in the chat yet.
That was a great.
We have a
run.
delay, so
That was a great run. There was politics, I guess, involved in that, but there's no politics with Kelly Thompson, and I don't think Leah Williams gets any support either, and she's a good writer too. She's not Kelly Thompson, but she can still write well.
I'm hoping they at least do a Captain Marvel run of hers in an omnibus. That would be like perfect.
Oh,
because
yeah.
It's gone long enough.
Yeah.
You know, they can put something together. Even if they want to put a part 1 out and then later on, hopefully she'll get a part 2. You know, I'm in.
Yeah. And I only have trades of that, and I upgrade from trades to Omnis. I won't necessarily go to anything else, but trades to an Omni I'll do if I love the run and I love some of her stuff. So I think it's mistreatment of Kelly Thompson. I think it sucks.
Yeah. She barely has any OHCs. Like, what's the deal?
What are her OHCs?
I think we established, last episode, there was like one. I think there's one Marvel put out. Freddie mentioned it. Freddie's going to know. Freddie's in the chat. He'll do it.
Was it Captain Marvel?
No. I can't remember what it was.
Okay, Freddie, where are you here?
I could be wrong, but I think that's what happened. Yeah, he's making a good point. Rainbow Rowell had a huge number of runaways, but no OHC, and some with Moon Girl got like 50 issues, no OHC. Yeah. It's very confusing. I'd like to see those too.
My new favorite thing is just explaining and elaborating all his opinions mid-rant. I do sort of do that. Wait, there was a good point here for, right. Christina says her Rogue and Gambit, Mr. and Mrs. X total 17. A Hawkeye West Coast, total 26. Okay. By
You know
the
what?
way,
That I want that. I want the Rogue and Gambit Mr. and Mrs. X hardcover. How perfect would that be? Come on now.
I pulled that out to show Tyler that because Tyler only buys. Well, he'll read it. If I show him, he'll read it on Marvel Unlimited. But I pulled those out to show him, the Rogue and Gambit and Mr. and Mrs. X, and I left them out there because I was like, these were great. I can't wait to reread these. That was the most interesting I personally have found Rogue and Gambit at all. I think that's just my personal.
I'm only mildly offended by that.
Oh, why? What?
I mean, I kind of agree though, but I love Rogue. Rogue is like my favorite.
I do too. I totally love her.
But you're right. Like what she did with those stories, especially them together, was so unique and so well done. And yeah, those two together in a hardcover would be so perfect. People would buy that too. Like people love Rogue and Gambit. Come on now.
They do. Yeah, no, Rogue is one of my new crushes, so I'm starting to read a lot of whatever stories I can get from her about her. So, which is how I base all my reading, who I have a crush on. I don't. I'm
what made her a new
Superman
crush?
and Batman crushes. What?
What made her a new crush for you? Like what happened? She's been around.
It just sort of organically happened. I have several action figures of her. I read Rogue and Gambit, Mr. and Mrs. X. I got the bossest statue in my collection of her. It's by far the greatest statue. I think it was the statue that did it. The sideshow statue.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at it right
quite
now.
Excited about it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and I kind of want to just go silent and worship it.
I don't know if I've seen this one. You'll have to send me a picture.
Well, you don't watch all my videos then, do you?
I don't remember it. I assume you've had it for a while, right?
6 weeks. I just did a video on it. That was like my last video before I just.
Oh, you did a video on it only?
Yeah, it was called New Statues that I got.
Oh, I probably didn't care. I don't care about statues.
Okay, that's fair. You don't collect statues, so that's fair.
Yeah, but I'll look at that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that you'll see why I feel the way I do.
I prefer not to care about statues. I don't have the money for them, so I'm just like.
I see. Yeah, no, I see that. But if you want to see why I developed a crush on Rogue,
sure, yeah, I'll check out the video.
I can unplug it, everything, and show you.
Oh no, I'll check out your video. I'll give you the view, of course.
Thank you.
I'm just saying I do watch your videos. I must have skipped that one because I was like, I can't get into this.
Well, no, and that's fair. I have everything from that statue down to really small statues, like a new Emma Frost statue I got from Iron Studios that's like that tall. And then there was like a in-between tweeterhead Batgirl that I got. So no, that's fair. No OHCs, just anthologies, and Captain Phasma. That's another really good book.
Yeah.
I enjoy her Black Widow. The Hughes covers don't hurt. Those are good covers. Those aren't his best covers. Those are interesting covers. Although 11 is, I would guess, since Hughes is known for sexy women, that's probably the sexiest Black Widow cover. But they are good covers. His Black Widow's, her Black Widow, I apologize, is really good. I think her longest run so far has been Jen and the Holograms for 26 issues. Son of a bitch, she wrote Jen and the Holograms? I own that book. What the?
Yeah, it was great.
Here? What am I doing with my life, Kristen?
I don't know, man. You got to read some stuff.
Why do you even do a show with me? I don't get it.
It's a good question.
God, that's ridiculous. Wait, there's Jen and the Holograms right here. Okay, wait while I pause mid-rant to pull out a Kelly Thompson book that I wasn't even aware. Oh my God, I suck.
You know what else sucks?
Me.
The fact that that's the only Jim the Holograms hardcover that exists.
I
love it. I recently got rid of it because I was like, I can't have this sitting on my shelf alone anymore. But I loved it. I love that it looks like a Trapper Keeper. I mean, It's great. The design is great, but
Trapper Keeper.
But
Those
no
are those fortune teller things, right? Are those the
fortune teller thing.
What's a Trapper Keeper?
You know, like a trapper keeper. Like we use at school, like they zip up and they unzip and you can open them up and put things in. Also, they don't have to zip, but or they'd like Velcro on the side.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You put your notebooks in it for school.
This was developed after I was in school.
Well,
so explain.
But
Am I
your
holding
kid
it the
would have
right
had
way
them.
up?
No,
Or is it this way?
no, it's like a regular book.
No. What the Trapper Keeper?
Yeah, it's like a regular book. You hold it. No, you hold it like a book. No, what are you doing?
I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes, you just hold it like a book. That's why. And you like the Velcro on the side, that little flap. You
Okay.
Velcro it open, and then there's like notebooks and pencil cases. And your kid's like my age. Your kid would have had that growing up.
Gosh, I don't remember that, but there's a lot I don't remember. Well, I don't know. I was there for every single freaking day of her life. What
I had them.
What even is this? Why did I get this? What's this about? Who are Jim and the Holograms?
They're a band, a musician. Musicians, girls in a band,
Yeah.
and they're fun.
Okay.
They play music and they're a good time.
Okay. Well, I got this a while ago. This book's at least like 2 years old, right?
Oh, probably longer.
Yeah, longer.
I think it's older than that.
2016.
Also, I believe it's based on what, like a cartoon or something, right? I don't know. I never saw that. I just read the comic.
Yeah. No, this was 2016, Jess. He bought this. He bought everything. He bought everything. If it came out in hardcover, he bought everything. So I'm just wondering why.
I really enjoyed it. Again, I recently got rid of it because I was like, I'm sad. There's never going to be more. So forget it. Like, you know, there's trades you can get, but
Okay. Well, I'm leaving this out to read more Kelly Thompson. Okay. Do you have something that sucks that you'd like to talk about? Because I've been kind of on the soapbox.
This is a bit of a controversy. Oh, Mary says she loved her Trapper Keeper. Thank you. Finally, someone who knows what I'm talking about. I miss Trapper Keepers. I love mine too. But anyway, it's an unpopular opinion, I think, actually. Combined with the thing that sucks. But I think it sucks. Okay. And that is those velvety books, like the Hellboy library editions, the velvety books. They're all fuzzy and they get dust all over them. And those are black, too. Yeah. They get pet hair. It's like, why are we involved in this? You think they're fun to, like, rub on your face, but they're not. They get things all over them and then you can't clean them. And what's the point? Those suck. No thanks. No thanks.
I see your point. I still have them, but I see your point.
Okay.
Okay.
I bet your spines are all dusty from sticking out in the elements.
If they were not still in the shrink wrap, they would be.
See, that's how you get past it. You just give me the shrink. That's
no,
how you
I
do.
actually have. That's something I have read is my Hellboy books. So yeah, they are all open. But gee, I feel like the black. They look good from here.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Now the shelves probably need testing, but they're white, so I don't care. This is okay, Sabrina. Oh, I have. Are you out of sucks, or do you have more sucks to give?
I think
I got a bunch.
Yeah, I got some that you may have. So.
Oh, well, there's one we can both talk about that you just recently read. Let me make sure I'm caught up on everything because, I'm not. I'm not even close. Okay. The Absolute Best Jessica Jones is by Kelly Thompson and a crime she hasn't been given an ongoing with her. Was that the online one that was given the thin trade paperback?
Like the purple girl and everything?
Yeah.
Those are really good.
Yeah.
Those should have been those two, because there are only two, right? They should be in OHC. What are we doing, Marvel? Put them together and make it big.
Are there only two? I felt like there might be three. I'd have to get up and go into.
If there are three, better. Like, make them a big old boy and let me put them on a shelf and hit it with my hand and be hard. Like, come on.
Yeah, her Jessica Jones books are awesome, Mulder. 100% blind buys recommended by both of us and other people in the chat. They're really, really good. Absolute best Jessica Jones is by Kelly Thompson, and a crime she hasn't given an ongoing. I think I already read that. Freddie says they're understandable. Their dialogue reads like, wait, even Robinson. There's a lot of, I can't really read that one.
I think he was saying Gambit's accent was hard to understand.
Oh, even Robinson Run that I love stopped understanding.
Well,
Gambit
and Rogues, I guess.
Okay, Rogue and Gambit. Okay, yeah.
Hey, something
Suga.
you have to get used to, for sure.
Yeah, Suga and Cher and stuff like that. Yeah, they are understandable. Good point. Heroing with another good question. Hey, Jess, do you know if the famous items like the giant penny and T-Rex that's shown in the Batcave come from actual story arcs? Yes, those are early Silver Age to mid-Silver Age stories about that how he acquired those. I feel like the first Silver Age I'm pretty. Now I'm wondering if I'm making a mistake if those were Golden Age stories. But the point is, yeah, they are from stories. They may be from Golden Age stories. Now that I'm thinking about it, doesn't matter. The answer to your question is yes. That part I have. Years for a reprint of a Silver Age X-Men Omnibus Volume 1, only to realize it will likely have that smaller spine. And the dialogue that's in it. That Rogue statue is great. The Danger Room base was pretty cool. That Danger Room base is everything, man. She's ripping up a chunk of it with a buzzsaw in her hands, and that buzzsaw is sharp. That's like practically a real buzzsaw. That statue's everything, man. And I just, so great. Such great quality.
Wait, is that the one with the Sentinel?
No, this is one where she's ripping out a chunk of the Danger Room that she had just defeated, and there's wires sticking out of it.
Oh, that's cool.
And she's got a buzzsaw in her hand, and her boots are made of like pleather, but it's worn pleather. She's got a pleather jacket on that and you can move the wires and stuff. And it's just a really cool action pose where she's just ripping it and being really badass, but with a kind of a knowing smiles kind of thing, like bring it on type of thing. It's full on girl power. Speaking of, somebody had What If. Those What If Omnis sucked. The cover sucked.
Yeah, that change that they made? Yeah.
That change they made, that sucked.
Yeah.
With the no dialogue and the no explanation of who the people were on the covers of What If, that sucked.
Super sucks.
Yeah. We have been going for 3 hours now.
It's what we do now.
Yeah. Here's another thing that sucked. That Sabrina book really sucked.
Well, Kelly Thompson's Sabrina doesn't suck. But the Chilling Adventures suck. Yeah, we went through this. Yeah.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah. Hayden's saying the Sabrina is like a tiny digest size because it is, and that sucks.
Oh, and that's Kelly
But
Thompson.
the Chilling Adventures, not good. And they gave that a deluxe.
Oh, but they
which
gave
is some nonsense.
Okay. Kelly Thompson, further disrespect continues. She wrote Sabrina, and it's a digest size.
Yeah,
and that
it's good.
Crappy crap fest of Sabrina's Chilling Adventures got a deluxe. Is that what we're saying here?
Yes. That is an insult to society. That's what that is.
I totally agree. Oh, Nancy Drew. I'll read her Nancy Drew.
It's good. It's good. I've read all her weird stuff, I guess.
Well, that's good. What?
Yeah.
Who put out Nancy Drew?
Dynamite.
Dynamite. Okay.
Mhm.
Where did
Which
you?
means
was
you could
that
probably
a-
get that on Comixology. Unlimited.
Comixology, okay.
Yeah. If you don't want to buy the trade, there's a trade.
It'd be better if I got her Sabrina run on Comixology because then it'd be bigger than digest sized.
It's true, and it's at least on Hoopla because that's where I read it.
Better, except
Yeah.
if it's Kelly Thompson, I'm gonna want own it. Chapter Keeper was like your folder back in elementary school. Okay.
Or you could put folders in it,
Mm.
and it keeps everything together.
Oh yeah, I agree with this. Why is Strange Academy so small for a collected edition? Like digest size.
Well, they're targeting the children
Kids.
demographic for that. Yeah, little hands. But it does suck.
Come on. I haven't read Reptile or Reptile or however he's pronouncing his name. Peace and love. I don't know how to pronounce it. I know he's Hispanic. But Strange Academy is one of the best things out there with great writing and great art. Give that an oversized hardcover, omnibus, whatever. Don't just keep that to the little hands market and the tiny baby spines. Jess, you didn't even remember buying Wonder Woman. Oh, yeah. I don't remember anything. I'm hopping to it right now. You didn't even remember buying Wonder Woman hardcovers that were sitting in front of you or that Taylor got Punisher. Oh, I remembered that. I just referred to the Punisher Noir thing 2 months ago. Was that on an episode with Taylor that I said I forgot the Punisher Noir? That can't surprise anybody by now. I've been on the air since 2017 forgetting things. I've been forgetting things since the first day.
That's your brand.
Yeah, that's my brand. And Nancy Drew actually has a HC, so she's got at least one HC.
I bet it's standard, though, isn't it? That doesn't count.
You got Reptile right, Jess. Wow, look at your R's. That doesn't suck.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Nice.
He knows how to say things. I'll forget it. Bone Parish didn't suck. I'll give you guys that. Now, yeah.
I read the first trade. I liked it.
Okay, the whole thing rules. Nancy Drew by Kelly Thompson is standard size. That doesn't flip me out anymore, really. If it's Kelly Thompson, I'll throw my dollars at that to just support her. I'm all about supporting Kelly Thompson now. So I don't forget it, I'm gonna write that down in my Trapper Keeper to support Kelly Thompson.
I'm going to get you a Trapper Keeper now.
Okay. Put it so I can put all my Kickstarter crap in it. This is what I'm waiting for. Yeah, an OHC for Strange Academy. Yeah. Sabrina doesn't suck. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina
Sucks.
The writing sucked badly, and the art looked like once it was just drying, the artist took his hand and smudged it all over.
It was
That
also
book-
boring.
Boring. Poorly written, poorly drawn, suckfest. Sorry. Tastes are different,
Yep.
but this is an absolute. We both agree.
Mm-hmm.
Chilling Adventures
Sucks.
sucked. Yeah. Kelly Thompson, Sabrina, I'll read it. And I haven't seen the Sabrina show, but I'm open to seeing it happily. Penny goes back to Golden A100. Thank you. Okay, Penny goes back to Golden Age World's Finest 300. Now tell me where the dinosaur comes from. Yeah, they're both Golden Age stories. Okay, I thought they might be. This sucks from earlier. All the collected edition sites need to implement filters to filter out stuff that is out of stock. I understand that people like it, but can we get a filter, please?
100% with you. It is obnoxious and ridiculous. And I don't know why I'll say most of the websites we know and enjoy where we can get cheap collected editions have pretty terrible websites. I don't know what the deal is. I'd say the top two have bad websites. I don't understand. One got better. The other one didn't.
There are two of those Jessica Jones books. Okay, thank you, Chris. Both good reads, good to great reads. One in particular, affected me because I still have PTSD from the show and from reading about it. It's all, no, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's Purple for a reason.
Yeah, it was really good, though.
That is, I don't know. That is one of the few TV shows that genuinely disturbed me. Was her experience. I had to take a break before I went back to it.
Oh, yeah, that first season. It's so good, though.
I would love to be out of Suck. Sorry, I still have a list. But they're white, so I don't care. One of the many sentences to get Jess canceled this stream. Sucks. The build on 95% of all absolute Swamp Thing volumes. Yeah, come on, people. Let's hear some more things that suck.
That sucks.
That does suck. Okay, the penny. Reptile. I agree with this. Afterlife with Archie.
I agree too.
I have loved that. I haven't read Vampironica yet, but I want to. Actually, is that right here? Vampironica, yeah. I have Vampironica right here, but I haven't read it yet. If you want to read a good Archie book that's not actually Archie, it's actually Betty and Veronica by Adam Hughes. I had no idea that Adam Hughes could write. It's really, and I fully admit I'm a fanboy of his art. Really funny, really dry humor, really, really well written with, I don't want to ruin it for you, but surprises in it that I never picked up on. I highly recommend Betty and Veronica by Adam Hughes. His writing, not just the covers, which are also good. Okay, let's go with which character sucked after a poor run event. Let's keep it negative. Which character sucked after a poor run event?
That's hard. Or maybe it's easy for a lot of you. It's hard for me.
Which character sucked after a poor run event? I don't know. This is kind of hard, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Let's see. I have a couple of issues with Rebirth. First of all, Rebirth spines. White, black.
Also, the random blue. Green Arrow had a random blue spine.
Yeah.
What are we doing there? That was very odd. I don't even have them, and I was bothered.
There's Green Lanterns. I'm looking at like 7 volumes of Green Lanterns trades, and then the 8th is a black spine. Why? Who's doing the design? That is crazy. I don't like the flat. Okay, this is Rebirth rant, and I'll just try and keep it under a couple minutes, but it's going to go 20. Flash had 3 deluxes, and then the rest are trade paperback. That's crazy. It's up to like volume 15 or something. You couldn't. It's obviously popular enough that it. Stop with the sales, man. People love those deluxe editions. They sold. I know those deluxe editions sold because I bought them. Okay? Batman, 3 white, 2 black. What are we doing? Superman, okay, he's okay. Batgirl, no, that doesn't count. New Superman, white, black. And then, and then we have the innumerable deluxe editions that got followed up by trade paperbacks. I can sort of see that with the sales thing. Okay, I'll give you that with Flash. But I think Flash is by Josh Williamson, and he's a good writer, and that's a good run. I'm enjoying that run. I guess I should be happy that we got Omnis of Detective and Tomasi's Superman, because those are two really those are the two best, some of the two best from Rebirth. Well, I'm running out of. How about DC logos that keep changing?
Yeah, what is that?
And
It's very annoying.
I'm not talking over the years. I'm talking about months. A
Mhm.
month, you'll get a DC new logo, like the next trade paperback that comes out, and then it changes again. So you've got like 3 different DC logos. I'm not going to die on that hill, because that's not as big to me as the black spine, white spine thing. But Kristen just kind of agreed with me that she didn't dig it either.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, there.
I don't even deal with it a lot. I just know it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So why don't we? Why don't we? The first 5 Hellblazer trades have different DC Vertigo logos. I have a whole. I don't. Yeah. Okay. I'm just.
I was gonna touch on Vigilante Danny, because we offended him by saying Sabrina was terrible. But no, he said that's one of my favorite shows on Netflix. Admittedly, I haven't read all of it, but usually the book is better than the TV adaptation.
Wait,
yeah,
where are we?
It's 6:15 for me. I guess 7:15 for you.
7:15. There we go.
Yeah, usually that's true. In this case, the TV show was way better. In fact, it was just a good product versus the comic book. And if you didn't read it all,
I love that act.
That says something. If you didn't read it all, it wasn't that long. Just saying. You probably got bored and you were like, I'd rather watch the TV show because it's way better.
Yeah, that's that was almost criminal that thing got published. Should not. That was not a good effort by whoever those creators were. And I don't know, because that book's not in my collection anymore. But it left a mark. I'm telling you.
There's like a stain on shelf where it was.
Stain in my heart. I forgot about Sabrina. The Adventures. I love that actress that plays Sabrina, because she was so good in Blackcoat's Daughter, one of my all-time favorite horror movies. I love that movie. Now I'm not sure about this one. Things that suck. Canceling Sabrina on Netflix, but continuing the character, butchering that Riverdale. Continue the character butchering that Riverdale does to the Archie characters. Okay, interesting. I watched the first season of Riverdale and then I dropped off. Actually, I don't know that I made it through the first season.
I didn't.
You did or didn't?
I did not. I didn't hate it, but I don't know. I got distracted, I guess.
I didn't like how every single parent except Archie's dad was legit evil. Like even Josie's mom had her fingers in all kinds of illegal pies, and
they were all just kind of a mess. Like that whole town's a mess.
Yeah.
I think that was the point, but
I mean, how much evil can be in one town for it to not be a horror series at some point? I mean, they were all morally bankrupt. Every parent.
Well, it kind of was a horror series. I mean, it was all about murder, really.
Well, yeah, that's true. But all the parents except for Archie's dad, who will not be making any future appearances, sadly.
Sad.
I guess Archie's out on his own now. Well, Jughead was living in a drive-in, but every single parent was morally bankrupt. Like, not just accidentally shoplifting a candy bar, but fully on taking bribes from everybody, shaking down somebody, abusing verbally their children, and bullying their child. Like, I don't know how Betty ever got her act together with that mom of hers, and Veronica's mom was 3 shades of some type of evil. Everybody was all the parents were evil. I wish the parents were just out of the show and we could see the kids, because I thought the kids were kind of interesting. Archie's music teacher, what was her name? Miss Grundy? Miss Grundy, yeah. Fooling around with her teenage her student. Yeah, no, I don't think, as hot as she looked, that's not a good thing. And here we have a dinosaur, Batman's T-Rex. Batman 35, 1946, Dinosaur Island. There we go. Thank you, A100. And what is your avatar, A100? I'm not recognizing it. Do you recognize that?
No.
Oh,
Freddie said it best. Riverdale's Pretty Little Liars, but with Archie characters. 100%. That's how I would describe it, except I think Pretty Little Liars was better, personally.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
What just got yelled?
He said shots fired.
Oh, don't tell me I should watch Pretty Little Liars. Is Nicole Kidman on that show?
No, you're thinking of Big Little Lies.
Oh, okay.
Little Big Lies.
No, it's Big Little Lies.
Little Big Hood. Little Bum.
Happy birthday, Reed.
Happy birthday.
Hey.
Absolutely happy birthday.
It's also my grandmother's 93rd birthday, and she's waiting for dinner.
Oh, okay.
He just got
understood. That is
Talking
now...
with your friend Jess.
Hey, she's made her choice, pal.
It wouldn't be the end of the show if Reed wasn't yelling about dinner.
No, I was kind of worried. Yeah, I was waiting for that. Oh, okay. Black Canary by Nick Cardy. Is that? I was wondering if that was Black Canary, but I wasn't sure. What are you yelling about? Can you hear me even?
So what are you yelling about now?
What?
What are you yelling about?
He wants to know what you're yelling about.
Dinner.
Okay, we're gonna end the show.
You're thinking crap.
Yeah, I was trying to pull you down. You're too tall.
Oh, with Chuck
This is
Mangione.
exactly how I should be remembered.
Hold on. Let me pull this
I love
out.
that
so
King of
you
the
can hear
Hill shirt. That's a boss shirt.
Thank you. Kristen didn't buy it. It's all me. That's not even plugged in. Why are you trying to confuse me? Oh. It's because she unplugged everything.
Shut up, Reed.
Don't shut up. It's my birthday.
It's too loud. He's singing too.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Stop yelling.
I wasn't yelling. Was I yelling?
Whatever Kristen says.
Oh, he knows better than I do. I asked if you were. He said whatever Kristen says.
What?
You're right. That you're always right. That
Yeah.
you're in. Yeah. I caught that part because you're always right.
Yep. She's right.
She's like she has the Jedi level of arguing down. Is what I always call it, to where she can just repeat either what you say in a dumb voice and she wins, or she just questions what you said and you automatically lose. Like anytime. She'll say, "Is it?"
She does do that a lot.
She does it a lot, and it's the Jedi level of. That's how she wins every argument. You can't come back from that. It's like, I disagree with you. It's like, do you? Automatic loss. Always. That, or I'll be like, why is it like this? I'm mad about it. And she'll be like, I'm mad about it. And it's like, she automatically wins again. That's how she does it. She's a Jedi level argument.
Well, we weren't
Sure.
arguing. She was paying attention to things that I said and calling
Yeah.
me out on them.
Yeah,
So
she's good at that too.
I wasn't even arguing about it. I just was apologizing for I was wrong. I was wrong. I've gotten good at saying that. I was wrong.
Yeah, she just got that. Is it?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Does it? She wins every time. Why? I feel weird. I feel like this is a very weird angle. You're turning this into like a Spike Jonze music video with like your fancy cinematography. That, or your arm's gonna fall off. Here, do you want this back?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I love your shirt.
Thanks. Yeah, Kristen did actually buy this shirt. This was my birthday present.
Oh.
I'm 30 and I have Chuck Mangione shirt, and I live for Chuck Mangione.
I live for King of the Hill.
This is the best show ever. Best show on
Ever.
television ever made.
Ever.
We're not on TV.
I meant King of the Hill.
All right. That was the read interlude.
That was awesome. I think we should end on that awesome note because you have to go to Grandma's birthday.
Yeah,
Do you?
apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. So we had fun saying things that suck tonight, and
We like legit do have dinner, though.
Yeah, I know. We're ending.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
He's like, I wasn't joking. I was like, I know.
we know.
Here again. Bye, Jess. Thanks for saying you like my shirt and happy birthday.
Yeah, you're welcome. I meant both a lot. I actually, where did you get that shirt?
Rockin' Pins. If you Google Rockin' Pins, I can send you the link if you want. They have a lot of cool, they have a lot of cool King of the Hill stuff.
Oh,
And that's Reed's favorite of all time. So,
Oh,
have
I
you seen
love-
he has a ladybird tattoo.
Ladybird,
It's great.
Ladybird, come here, girl. Oh, a ladybird tattoo. That is awesome.
Oh, I should get him back in here.
So this was our things that sucked episode, and I can't in the description tell you when the topic starts because, well, actually I can. It starts at the very beginning. Everything sucked from the very beginning. We went through everything that sucked, except one thing doesn't suck, and that is, whoops. Oh, wait, let me highlight that just a sec. Ladybird.
It's pretty good, right?
That's really good. That looks just like her.
I know, right?
It looks just like her. Dying Breed Collectors doesn't suck. $100 or more gets you free shipping there, and Trick or Treat gets you free shipping on anything under $100. For the month of October, use the code Trick or Treat. And tell you know what? Whenever even if you don't use the code, tell them that OmniDog sent you.
And OmniCat if you want.
OmniCat, OmniDog, Minister of Comics. Let them know that you found out about them through us. So, here it is. You both didn't suck.
Thank you.
So where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram at the Comic Slayer, where you can see my cute cats and books. There's an outtake from the thumbnail shoot with Buffy currently on it. She's sitting on the omnibus on the plate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's very cute. Check that out. And you can find me on the Omnibus Collectors Network with Fangirls Assemble, and we're going to be on tomorrow, so go there for that. And I have a dead channel if you want to subscribe to it. I'll bring it back eventually. It's the Comic Slayer. So,
Where can we follow your cat on Twitter?
oh, you can go at One-Eyed Willow. She has the most followers, and you can go at Two-Eyed Buffy if you also want to check out Buffy's, who has less. So check her out, follow her. She needs more. Does she? I don't know.
I'll have to make a link for that. You'll have to send me their info, and I'll make a link for them.
For sure.
And you can find me, OmniDog, of course, here on OmniDog's Vault, where I'm getting other videos prepared for the rest of this month, and on Instagram, OmniDogs_Vault. Thanks to Dying Breed Collectors for sponsoring this. Thanks to my co-host for making the time to appear. And thanks to the chat. You guys were really great for this episode. We really appreciate you.
Absolutely.
And peace and love. Peace and love. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And things of that nature. Actually, I want to... you might want to cover your screen because I'm going to play that song again.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but I'm going to just
Okay.
stay. Do you have it covered?
No,
Oh,
no
wait,
you
know
can
what?
go, though.
Okay,
I got to fix
need
my
to
camera
share it.
anyway.
I need to share it anyway. Share screen. Yada-dee, yada-da. I'm going to play the song as an outro. Share tab. And we love you. Thank you. Good night.
I also really got to leave anyway, so
Okay.
see ya.
Okay. Bye.
Hey, OmniCat! Now here's the OmniDog and OmniCat show. It's the place to sit if you'd like to know more about the books that they've read. Kristen likes Lumberjanes and Steven. Jess likes to grow Jimmy Olsen. And you're in luck because they're ahead.